How about now?
Can you hear us now?
Do you hear the same? No, hey, can you hear us now?
Whoop, whoop.
Hey!
That's not me, is it?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're listening to yourself. You guys can hear us now. Yeah.
Yay! No, I fixed it.
No. He actually fixed it this time. He did. Avi didn't wear his shorts. Look what happened.
Hey, you don't know what we're wearing underneath here, or not wearing. Hello. So what happened is there's a little plug over here that if you don't plug it in to the Dumaflachi, then the inner tubes don't get their webbing and they can't come out and see y'all.
Sounds complicated to me. I think I'll just stick with my phone.
In regular terms, I stepped on a damn cable and come out the side of the computer. Therefore, y'all couldn't hear us.
I was like, you sure did you sounded unplugging a USB cable sound like a very scientific thing that we had to do.
It was extremely scientific, and I've got my degree in electronica, so we won. What's up, everybody? I see them likes going up the screen. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that. Big's time.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that share key down at the bottom, like right now. That way we can get more live viewers.
It's the thingamabob. Exactly. The Dumaflachi that's connected to the thingamabob. And it was out of level fluid. So
see, they got a fancy setup over here. They got like a soundboard with sound effects. And they got like a computer set up and microphone. Like I haven't made it to that level yet. Like,
you want to pretend we're at the movies for a minute?
Oh, yeah. Is that how you pretend like you're at the movies? Because we're always going into Mama's purse and getting the snacks that we brought.
Sorry, man. I haven't eaten, so I got to crunch on some tater chips for just a minute.
You hear that? Like, I went to my life recovery group, and I skipped lunch, too, and I didn't want to be late, and I beat Outlaw over to the Dad's After Dark studio, and he goes, oh, sorry, man, I didn't eat, so I had to run to East End.
I got to have a sandwich. You want it?
No, I'm good.
It's yummy.
Good. It's good. What kind you get?
Italian BMT.
No, I'll pass. Yeah, those are good, by the way.
No, they're fire.
Yeah, they are.
I ain't eat no onions. Learn something. So, y'all tell me if y'all ever had this happen to you. 3-4 weeks now, I got the flu, and it was bad. Like, really, really bad. I laid in the room for 3 straight days and didn't come out. I had 1 can of beef broth and a half a croissant in 3 days. That was it.
Now, did our grandmas used to tell us to starve the flu and feed the cold, or was it starve the cold and feed the flu?
I don't remember, but I was dying. Everything was starving. So I, for some reason, this old home remedy hit me in the head. Apparently, you can take an onion, cut it in half, put it by your bedside, and it soaks up all the ugly in your room, and the sickness goes away. Or you can take slices and put them in your feet.
Yes, put them in your socks on your bed. Mm-hmm.
No, I will never do that again.
Did it stink up your house?
You know why?
Why?
I now cannot stand the smell of an onion, nor can I eat it.
Well, see, I don't like onions anyway, so when I did it at my house, it was fine, but it did work. Like, it took
starve cold, feed flu.
Starve cold, feed flu.
Oh, see, I was bass backwards on that one.
Well, crap, we've been doing this wrong all of our life.
I woke up at some point. I don't know what time it was. I was gagging because of the smell of the onion.
Oh no! How many onions?
Just one. It was a small one too, dude. I went and stuck it in the bathroom on the counter because that's as far as I could go.
Mine wasn't that.
It didn't help. It was so strong. Just a regular old yellow onion. The whole room was.
I think I used a white onion on mine. I don't know if that matters.
The whole room was funked up bad, but so. I got over the flu and started trying to slowly get an appetite back. And I was at work, and Josh come in with a sandwich from home, had onions on it. He was sitting 40 feet away from me in another room, and I was sitting in my office, and I was like, oh my God, what does that smell? Mary says, I told him it wasn't going to work. I walked in there, and I was like, are there onions on that sandwich? And he was like, oh, yeah. I said, dude, get the hell out of here. And he was like, what? And I was like, dude, the whole office stinks right now. Like, can't eat onions now. Got me a sandwich? No onions.
No onions. Oh, okay. Well, that might be not a bad half sandwich.
It killed my appetite, though. Typically, that foot long wouldn't stand a chance. I ate half of it. I'm full now.
You don't have that big COV, do you?
No, 100%. Matter of fact, so We went to They Never Listen. And, hey, y'all stop.
No, hang on.
We need
Let's
some
pause.
dudes to get up in here.
Now, hang on. Let's pause for a second, because you and I now we have extra responsibility since we're on Facebook and social media. It is basically our responsibility to try some of these hacks that we see.
Correct.
That way we can tell them if it works. So
'Cause
we're
if we
actually
don't
doing
do
you a
it-
favor.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what if we don't want you to waste your time on that crap?
Right. Like
I would rather waste my time and hate onions forever. I sacrificed part of myself for y'all.
yeah. See, that's it. See, we do this stuff for you guys. Anytime we get ourselves in these silly situations where we have onions all over our house in the bottom of our feet, it's just for you.
Candace says the room was funked up because it didn't bathe for 3 days and was sick and sweaty and snotty, etc.
Wow.
Did have to wash the sheets. So you are partially right there.
She fits right in with this crowd right here. Candace does, definitely.
No, they don't listen. Women, calm yourself.
Man, we have no guys to take our side right
Mary,
now.
see what you started?
Like,
Rodney, where you at? I
Like-
saw you in here.
like, is there any males that joined us?
No. Rodney was in here, and he was like, I can't hear you. That's probably why y'all stayed.
It might have been their favorite time to listen to two guys. They couldn't hear a word they say, and we just act foolish up here.
Men listen to respond, not hear. Yeah, right. Correct. I have selective hearing.
What?
And I've got sometimers.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes you hear, sometimes you don't.
Right.
But you know, like, the thing is, we're a lot more simple or dumb than what they actually give us credit for. That's the problem. So our communication is down. If I ask you, hey, man, you want to grab some food? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Look.
What do you want?
I don't care. I don't care. Oh, so let's go. All right, you want to go up to East End? Sure. No. Does that happen with them? You'll name 7 things and like, I don't want that.
What do you want to eat? I don't know. I'm sorry. That place shut down last year. All men have that kind of hearing.
What? I didn't hear you, Billy.
Huh? That's like singing. I tell people I can sing tenor. 10 or 20 miles from everybody.
Some of the videos that I've watched myself on my body cam,
Right.
yeah, I'll forget it's on, right? And I'll just be in there jamming away, and I'll go from like jamming to Eminem to Toby Mac to
Right.
George Strait, all within a 10-minute period.
You said it, not us. Yeah. Hey. But yeah, no, what? Oh, so what I was saying a minute ago about the flu thing. See, here we go. This is how this show goes. Nonstop. We chase rabbits. And there's a bunch of freaking rabbits. Like, I think we're the only ones that can see them. Squirrels? Where?
See, I do. See
Where's the
squirrels.
squirrel? I saw a
Yeah,
squirrel.
I told y'all. What did I tell you? I said Shane and I was going to be good with these squirrels.
I had to put my glasses on because I can't see some of this writing. But so I walked in and told Mary, I said, I need you to take me to the emergency room. I think's what I told her. And she's like, why? So I see you, cuz. Yep, life is great. And yeah, that's right. I did see you at the fair.
Did you see the squirrel? Did you see? You're
Yeah, I
just
was
like me. No, you're just like me.
reading the
No,
comments.
Billy. I was reading it too. I was like, he's gonna squirrel off. I was about to squirrel off. Like,
Make y'all's dancing TikTok. We need to get her done.
hey, now that's the kind of stuff Shane and I would actually do. Like, we have no pride when it comes to that. Like,
I see you, Glenda.
what's up, Janelle?
So Mary says, at first, I'm not taking you to the emergency room because I'm not spending that kind of money just because you got sick, thinking flu or the big C, So I was like, and then I guess she paused and realized that I had just asked her to take me to the doctor.
And you hadn't.
I hate doctors.
That's like, you don't do that.
I hate doctors. I hate medicine. I don't get down. So she's like, okay. I honestly felt like they were going to have to wheelchair me into the hospital.
You was really that bad.
I was bad.
You're not
like
BSing.
100%. I was bad. I do not remember half of the doctor's visit.
When was this?
It's been about 4 weeks ago.
Dang.
It was an entire week of bad. Like, so I said, we got into the doctor's office, and I do not remember the majority. I remember at one point, I opened my eyes and all the lights in the room were off because I pulled my hoodie over my head, my hat, everything. And Mary was like, she turned the lights off for me because I was in that much pain.
Was your fever like sky high?
No fever. So I got, I heard the nurse come in and her and Mary were back and forth. Mary had done some of her intern work there. And all I heard was her talking about how she researched COVID. It was COVID is, COVID is, COVID is, and I was going. In my brain, I'm sick, I'm dying, and I'm going to leave here with COVID. This is what's going to, no matter, I could have gone to several herbal aids, and I'm going to leave here with COVID.
So you was convinced that COVID test was coming back positive.
Apparently, she came back in there, and she swabbed me twice, one for COVID, one for flu. And Mary said I looked up at them and said, please don't do that again. And I laid my head back down. I don't know how long it went by. I see them laughing. She came back in there, and she goes, COVID was negative, but you do have the flu. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Like, it's a freaking miracle, right? Like,
yeah.
Unbelievable that had happened. But, yeah, damn near wheelchaired me back out, but I came straight home. And they give me a headache shot and another shot. I don't even know what it was.
Is that the first time you had one of those magic headache shots, brother?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
They work, don't they?
It didn't. I had a headache for 3 days. Prior to that, I had a headache for almost 2 weeks.
Okay, they definitely didn't give you the migraine shots. They give me them. They give me this little.
Gonosyphilitis. I had that once, man. Dentist, I'll never go back to him again.
Tammy, can you use that in a sentence for us, please?
I was dehydrated. I was everything.
Well, the dehydration part that got to me, like, because I actually COVID tested last week. It was the stomach bug that was going around, but It was also when the March allergies was like really hitting me hard. So, I was coughing and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, mother's always telling me, I know you're trying to get the 4th strain. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to do 4 for 4. And I had my free government COVID test that they sent me, and I swabbed myself and I was negative. I have to tell you, I'd much rather have another person swab my nose.
Yeah, those suck, man. Like, ugh. They were up here, and I was like, ugh.
I didn't know how far to go up, and my membranes are quite different from those that have never used my drug of choice. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
this shit smells great, but god dang. Leave it alone.
You're just like, almost 5 years. Can you believe that? 18 more days will be 5 years sober, brother.
I never went through so are you like, is that recovery like through a addiction class?
Well, through my life recovery group,
right.
But the first time I was off cocaine for 5 years, I said I was off of it. But then the first time I walked back into my house, I hit it again. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Which means I was never clean.
Right.
I was just living a lie. This time I'm really, really sober. I can watch movies now with and own it, and it doesn't bug me. But definitely life recovery. My life recovery groups helped in going through the steps.
I never checked myself in anywhere. My brain thinks different. My brain goes, why would I check myself into a place full of people just like me?
So I've never went to a substance abuse treatment center.
Excuse me.
But I have been to the mental health. I have been to Bridgeway Pinnacle Point for mental health and not the substance abuse. I would probably be along the same thought as you, as going into a substance center for myself. I know I definitely would have when I was first getting into rehab. You get what I'm saying? I'd be like,
right.
I would actually say, why don't I go surround myself with other addicts? I'm trying to get clean.
Yeah, I don't know. Been there, done that, and I remember it sucked, but I also remember that I will never, ever, ever go back to anywhere near that kind of lifestyle.
See, people like you did the 12 steps, but you just didn't realize you did them.
I did them in a barn down the road.
Yeah, but you probably didn't even, as you was working them, you probably didn't even realize you was working the 12 steps. You get what I'm saying? Because they're pretty much the same. I mean, we all got to admit that we're powerless to our addiction. That's on all of them. You do your moral inventory. You had to do all those things. You had to go back and apologize to people.
I did.
Yeah. See,
I 100% did that.
All those are in the steps. Like I was talking at the recovery meeting today that some people need those strict step works. Like
the accountability.
Yes.
It's like not to interrupt, but it's like, so me and Mary went through a weight loss program. And I was like, why can't we just do this shit at home? Okay. And it was the accountability. It was, I'm going to pay these people money. They're going to give me the tools I need to succeed, but I've got to go there once a week. And I can't embarrass myself because they're giving me everything I need to succeed. And then they're going to call you out. They're like, homie, you gained 5 pounds. So either you want to or you don't.
It's your choice.
So you go weigh in and people are looking at the scale. So it's an accountability kind of thing. But yeah, it's.
Well, I'm proud of both of us as far as we come in life.
I was talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to. I don't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody that I grew up with that we all know. We all been around each other our whole lives. And we were just discussing life in general. They were complimenting me on coaching baseball and the kids. And I was complimenting them. And, I mean, it was just a back and forth. And then I stopped and looked. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, you realize how lucky we are. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, we're the chosen ones. What do you mean we're the chosen ones? We made it.
Yes.
We made it. We made it out of the worst in our world, and there's people living a whole hell of a lot rougher than we did, but we made it out of the worst case scenario.
My therapist has last month, I was dealing with some things, and she said, Alvy, she said, you spend your time helping others overcome this thing. She says, but you're the textbook case for it. She goes, your childhood, your social economic status, your criminal history, your drug abuse, it all goes in to one little thing. And she goes, you got to take a step back and see how much you've overcome in such a short period of time, because you sure didn't, get there that fast.
Well, that's so, told you earlier, that's what's wrong with the freaking world today, is they ain't gone through shit. The worst thing these kids have gone, my battery died on my iPad. What am I going to? Dude, I swear to God, dude, I love my son. I love my son. I love my son. But we got the greatest laugh the other morning. We were headed to maybe getting ready to go to the ballpark. And Chase's phone was dead. And we weren't taking it. You ain't got time to be on your phone. We're going to play ball. And he looked us dead in the eyes with tears on his cheek. What am I going to do?
And he really meant it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I was like, me and Mary both just started laughing. And it was like, look at trees, buddy. They're out there. And no joke, we made a corner. So if you go all the way down to the very end of Sardis and you come to the stoplight, you can go right to go to Bryant, or you can go left to go to Benton.
Right.
You go left to go to Benton. You make the little corner. There's the what is that dog place? The animal shelter. The
winter box height.
Yeah. The whatever right there.
Yeah.
So just past it on the left hand side, the forest kind of gets ugly because there's all these vines everywhere and they grow up the trees. We make that corner. We've been through there 175 times this month. Chase goes, Dad, what happened to the forest? I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, look at it. And I was like, son, it's been like that forever. And he was like, oh, I said, it's imagine what you see when the phone's not stuck in your dang face, right?
So when the kids ride with me, they know they're not allowed to have their phones. Because I'm like, if I'm taking y'all somewhere, y'all can wait the 20 minutes before y'all get in y'all's phone. Otherwise, y'all can sit at home and be on your phone. I said, we're going to look and see what's outside the windows. Yeah.
It was ridiculous, but what I was going with was I don't understand where their brains are because
their brains is getting to the next level on that video game, dude.
Perfect example. I go to Hobby Lobby, and I might have talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's fresh on my head right now. And I go to Hobby Lobby. I'm doing some work at a customer's home. I need some batting, which is that like foam material that's in a pillow or something.
Yes.
I need some batting because we're installing a subwoofer in a container, and I want to, insulate it up so it doesn't vibrate. So I go to Hobby Lobby. I get some batting. They've got 2 packages. The packages are 100% identical. I even checked the barcode. The numbers were identical. Same shit. One package said $14.99. The other package said $19.99. No big deal. Somebody screwed up and labeled it wrong. It happens.
Yes.
Not even worried about it. I go rolling up to the cash register, and young man sitting there, and I said, hey, buddy. I said, before you ring these up, this one's showing $14.99 and that one's showing $19.99. He was like, oh, yeah, cool, got it. Sweet. He rings it up. And I get almost to the door, and I just happen to glance at the receipt, and it said $14.99 and $19.99. I was like, for like a millisecond, it kind of pissed me off. But then I was like, you know what? He's young. Maybe he just didn't understand. Or maybe the computer didn't like it and he didn't catch it or whatever.
Right.
Not his fault. So I walked back over there. I said, say, dude, this one rang up $14.99, that one rang up $15.99. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. I was like, okay. And he goes, well, that's what you told me to do. I was like, hold on a second. I said, what I told you was these were the 2 identical packages. That one shows $14.99. This one shows $15.99. He goes, yeah, no. That's what I charged you. I said, man, have you ever went to McDonald's and got 2 number 1s and paid 2 different prices for them? Well, why would I do that? And I was like, ding, fries are done. And he just looked at me, and I said, can you fix it? Well, the little manager was standing there, she was like, oh, no, we can't fix that. And I was like, well, yeah, you can. She was like, no, actually what had happened is there was a price increase, and they're now $19.99. I said, well, not today, they're not. And she was like, excuse me? And I said, well, today they're $14.99.
Or you returned the one that was more expensive.
And she goes, well, no. And I said, all right, here, I'll play a game with you. I said, they're both going to be the same price when I leave here. Your call. The company's paying for it. I don't give a crap. Either charge me $14.99 twice or charge me $19.99 twice. Either way it goes, I'm not paying 2 different prices for the same damn thing. And she's sitting there like I just told her the rainbow was only one color.
Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over.
The big manager's behind me. He was like, is everything all right? Actually, it's really not, and I'm starting to get a little irritated. And I explained to him, word for word, everything just went down. And he looks at both of them, and he goes, something wrong with y'all? And they were like, no. So then I get back in line. There's one person in front of me now. This lady has a very large bag full of flowery little decorations, like she was going to make flower pots. She was returning them. Instead of going, okay, there's 7 of these, 10 of these, and 12 of these, one at a time. Beep. And then he looks at the receipt. Oh, this one doesn't match up. Do you got another receipt? Oh, wait, I looked at the number wrong. Next. Beep. It's like, I looked at the manager, I said, you know what, I got to go. Well, come back later and we'll make it right. And I'm going, you should have made it right now. There's 4 other freaking registers here.
Right, he should have jumped over and did something.
Man, come on,
well,
dude.
I had a similar experience. A store, I think it's called Dirt Cheap.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah, okay. The one in Jacksonville, is that the Dirt Cheap store? Yeah. Ollie, it's Ollie's and Dirt Cheap. So it's Dirt Cheap.
Ollie's,
okay.
yeah.
So
it's
they
here.
mark stuff down. So what I'll do, like when it's time for school supplies and stuff to go over and be marked down to the 90% off, I'll go up and buy a bunch and I'll just give them to the school kids next year. So I went up and I pulled these packets of art supplies from the same stack. I mean, they was from the same stack. And they were $7.99 with the discounted code, $9.99 with the discounted code that bring them down to $1.50. All 5 of those rung up. She got to the last one, $14.99. And she says it's because it's a different code. And the product was the same, but the sticker, their sticker, even though it come from the same stack.
Right.
So I said, well, I want another one, but I don't want that one. I said, I'm going to go back. You're just going to have to hold up your line. I'm going to run it back to the store and get one. Instead of selling me that one for that price, she let me go all the way. And the line was already in line for like 30 minutes. So the line was already backed up. She let me go all the way back to the store and dig out. That was the only one there with the wrong sticker.
Who's that just said that? Virginia said kids have instant gratification today.
Yes.
Yep.
And they think they're mistreated.
I worked 8 hours. Oh, wait. Let me rephrase it. I was here for 8 hours today. You got to pay me. Did you work? Nope. What'd you do? Sit on my phone and watched you work. But I'm getting, matter of fact, I need the management position. Bitch, I'll knock you out.
That's what Phoenix says, when you open the store up, Uncle Alvy, I get to come over and be the manager, right?
He would probably be a better manager than half the people that come in there. Grown folks.
You know that's true. You met some of those I had running my store over there. So
I mean, some people just have it. Some don't. Sling County Animal Shelter is what Candace told us. That's where them woods were at. But,
okay.
So I want to mention something real quick. I had a buddy of mine reach out to me. And this is local, so I don't know many folks around here don't like crawfish.
Well, they tear them up around here.
It'll be here Saturday.
Where?
Crawfish over here at the little gravel parking lot by the ice machine in East End. Now, you know you from the country when you tell people where you're going. And go over there by the dang old ice box and there by the old stoplight, and there's a damn gravel lot over there. We're going to have crawdaddies.
And that's going to be across from what used to be called the Shell Station.
Every single person watching right now is shaking their head. I know exactly. Yep. Right there, the black dog's always running through there every day when I come through that red light. Guarantee you.
Those dogs live over there. We just drive through
we drive through
their yard. Yeah, we drive through their yard over there.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous. So, it's a friend of mine. He's got I believe it's a 10U. Let me go back and look because I just forgot what I was telling him.
Look, I did tell him I didn't eat. Now he's going to talk about crawfish.
Yeah, no, I'm hungry too.
That's crazy. Wonder if Taz, if you got any leftovers.
Taz is closed. I drove by there on the way home.
They must have sold out. They had Mom's meatloaf tonight. She sells all that stuff pretty quick.
I went over to my Aunt Brenda's because she's got a tax service and dropped off my taxes. And apparently everybody and their mother is waiting to the extreme last minute to drop off their taxes this year.
I'm waiting to the extreme last minute.
We did too. But it's so what's going on here is it's the Meta baseball team. It's the World Series fundraiser. It's a 13 and under baseball team. It's going to be this Saturday, the 9th, at 10 o'clock a.m. until they are sold out. They will be at the gravel parking lot beside the ice machine across from what was the Shell on Arch Street. Was that Sawmill?
Yeah, that's Sawmill.
Sawmill on Arch Street, basically. Here's what you get. And remember, this is going to help a baseball team. $25 meal. That's going to get you 3 pounds of crawdaddies, 2 taters, 1 corn, and a sausage for $25.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good because crawdaddies are not cheap.
Nothing is cheap anymore, man.
If you just want 3 pounds of crawfish, it's $20. You can also get extra sides for $10. That $10 is going to get you 4 taters, 2 corns, and a sausage. So basically, for $35, you can feed 2 people. Well, I don't know. You touch my 3 pounds of crawfish, and I might get mad at you.
I was like, 3 pounds of crawfish.
That's not a lot of food because it's a whole lot of work for a little bit of reward. But God dang, it's amazing.
I can't wait till Grace has a
oh, man.
I can't wait till Grace does their annual spread.
Dude, I remember I did that one year, and I was serving. Holy cow, man. You want to talk about slanging some crawdaddies. But y'all go down there and help support this baseball team.
Hey, make sure you send me some info on that so I can put it on the
so you're going to get some info because I already told him, I was like, hey, I said, Alvy will be there tonight. I'll let Alvy know what's going on. And he says, tell Alvy to come down there Saturday and promote, and I'll take care of him.
Oh, sweet. I am there. What time's it open?
I used our bartering tool.
I appreciate it. Yeah. You bartered for me. I appreciate that.
No, he just threw that out there, man. He's a good
awesome.
Dude.
Thank you.
It's Kirk Anderton. Okay. Good guy, man. But
what time are they going to be out there?
10 o'clock a.m. until they are sold out. So
I need to be there at 10.
You probably should be there at 9:30.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
He has 400 pounds of crawfish. Is how much he's bringing in.
So this ain't no light load.
No. So they're going to be there for a minute. They want to give everybody the opportunity to help support these kids. So,
and it goes to the 13 and up baseball team.
And if you don't like kids and you don't like baseball, just, hey, I'm going down there and get some crawfish. I don't care what it's for. Here's $25. Bicycle. So
400 pounds, he said. Kirk said 400 pounds.
If there's anybody out there that does not like crawfish and you do not can't make it, you don't want to participate, whatever. But you know what? I do love the kids, and I want to toss a few dollars their way. Kurt's Cash App is $Kirk Anderton, which is KIRKANDERTON. I've just posted the flyer on Dads After Dark Facebook page. I will copy his Cash App and his email address in the comments below.
That's cool.
So y'all make sure you go check that out. Make sure you go down there Saturday. There is a 99.99. All right, screw it. There's a 100% chance I will be down there getting crawfish.
I was like, Shane will be there.
Mary may be with me. She may not, but we will go down there and we will go live as Dads After Dark. Alvy will more likely be down there. He will be living it up. Between all of us, we'll probably have about 752 viewers. 750 of those will be Alvy's, and 2 will be Dads After Dark. But
I do have to say, I want to say, last time I was on the show, I was barely over 10,000. And then once I left, y'all gave me that boost. Smoke Stack was like, yeah, we're going to boost. And y'all ask all y'all people to go follow me. And I'm just happy to say I have like 13,200 this time.
Baller.
So I'm expecting another 3,000 after being on the show tonight.
Well, here's what I don't understand. This is unbelievable. And it's not just here. It's on TikTok, too. We have rubbed elbows with a lot of people. Just this weekend alone, and I will mention this a little bit, too, here in a minute, we met some very cool folks. We met 2 different Miss Arkansas.
That was cool. I was like jealous. I was like, dude, the intern needs to get invited next time.
One of them came over to me at the end of the night, and she goes, I need you to know. And, yes, my hat's getting a little tight right now. Exact words. Some of the best barbecue I've ever had in my life.
Did you cook it?
Yes, sir. Hands down. I just got chills again.
When I talk to your brother tomorrow morning, that's going to be the subject of my conversation.
Dude, hey, and I'll give y'all, this ain't no secret, man. It was something that I found one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. And I tried it the first time, and it was pretty good. This time it was a little bit better because I did use some of that Delta Ridge sauces and seasoning.
You guys are swearing by that stuff nowadays.
I'm telling you right now, that piggy powder on that pork butt was freaking thebomb.com, dude.
I've been watching you grill for years, and I've seen you change products. You always had your favorite. I've never seen you like this over the season.
I'm telling you, if my house didn't look like a tornado went through it, I'd take you in there right now, open the cabinet in the kitchen, and let you see. Legit, no lie, I put it on my child. There's a very, very small section of just some basic seasonings, and then there is the rest of my cabinet, which is all Delta Ridge seasoning. That's all I got in.
And that wasn't, by the way, like, that wasn't Shane. He wouldn't care if that wasn't Outlaw. He wouldn't care if his promoing it or not. He wouldn't give up off his grill seasons. So I already know you're truly swearing by that stuff.
It's amazing, man. And if you go to our link tree, you can find their link in there as well, because that's just how much we love them. We're telling everybody about them. I say they sponsor our show. We've pretty much purchased every product that we have. He did give me, at the last event, he probably gave me 3 jars for free.
Right.
But he's also probably thrown 12 to 20 jars of seasoning to the show that we've given away to people.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So, super awesome guy. A matter of fact, I need to holler at him. He was in ICU for several days with some heart issues, but I think he's doing okay now. But so what I did with that pork butt, y'all go ahead and start recording. It was the simplest thing in the world.
So,
go for it.
So do you remember Shalonda Wells from Mills?
Yep. Okay. Ran into her just the other day.
Okay. Well, you kind of beat me to the news, Shalonda. I was going to break it because I got a pretty big honor. She has started Have a Little Mercy Mobile Help Center, and she's setting it up as a 501(c).
Nice.
And she's invited me to be part of her board of directors on her nonprofit with her to help her with that. So I am super duper excited. I told her, I was like, well, I don't know anything about being a board member on it. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Now, she started this, I know, probably 3.5 years ago.
Right.
She would come over to the store and like get stuff and then start taking up donations. And she'd set up out of the Little Mercy Church off of Scott Hamilton and just give stuff away. And then she's acquired like a mobile pantry now. So now she can take it places. So I'm really excited that, she's doing that. That's
I had to set some furniture out in front of my office, and glanced out there one morning, afternoon. I don't remember what time it was, and I was like, "Man, that looked like Shalonda."
She'll get it.
And then it was like, as soon as I thought that, I got to get work. I get in the truck and I'm about to leave out. Got rolled up beside. I said, "Good Lord, looky here." So we chatted for a minute. And love her to death. Always liked her.
Yeah, she's always awesome. Yeah, so her thing is called, by the way, she's got a Facebook page, guys. Y'all go over and check it out. It's Have a Little Mercy Mobile Help Center. Her mission is, we are a mobile resource meeting individuals where they are by taking hygiene products, clothing, gently used household items to the impacted areas in the community. Single parents, living in low to no income projects, senior citizens, and the disabled are our main mission. This is for all underserved people in our community. Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's pretty cool. And so I told her I would be honored to be on that board of directors. I don't know what I signed up for. Have you ever did that?
Well, I had something that I started years ago, and it was funny as I kind of forgot about it until I was cleaning out my truck the other day and found my LLC license. And it's all expired and lapsed, but I created something back whenever I first moved back into Landmark, and I was running heavy on the fire trucks over at Arch Street, but it was called Disaster Relief Services. And what I did is I took toiletries and clothing and basic necessities. The Landmark mini storage right there give me a mini storage unit. I kept everything in there, and which is right next to the fire station.
Right.
We would go fight a fire. I would get information. I would go stop at the fire truck, go to my mini storage, load up what I needed, carry it down there and drop it off. And it worked out. It worked out pretty good, and then it just become overwhelming because I didn't know how to say no, and I'm taking everybody's clothes and junk in a sense because I was getting a lot of junk.
Well, if you take donations, they will donate you junk. You have to put restrictions.
So,
shoes can't have holes in them.
It's I stopped doing that. I stopped taking donations, and I actually donated the entire storage unit to I can't even remember it. I would lie if I thought I could remember it. But anyway, so and then what I did is the contacts that I had were like, "Hey, do you need this?" You know what? I'm done. And I started taking gift cards. You know how easy it is to hold on with $500 of gift cards?
Yes. And the truth is, after fires, what I've discovered, the immediate need is the gift cards.
Yes.
They need the furniture and the clothing about 4 or 5 weeks afterwards.
Right.
And this is the truth. I'm just going to tell you guys, y'all are so giving when those fires first come out. Y'all want to load them down with stuff. But
look at there. Tammy just says she's got a lot of stuff for Shalonda right now.
That's awesome.
That's what's up right there. No sound.
No, that sounds good. Oh, Billy says no sound.
Hold on.
No sound.
No, we're here.
We're here because it's getting the captions.
Man, freaked me out, man. I thought I done stepped on the flux capacitor over here.
So sounds like Shalonda might need to give you a call to see like some of the obstacles that you faced,
right?
Because it'll be similar,
right? Mainly, here's the deal, and at first when this very first happened to me, I got mad because how are you going to look at me? So I carried some stuff down to some people. I don't want that, and I was like, "Was everything all right?" And I don't need that crap. And I was like, "You just lost everything you had." Yeah, that's fine. I don't want that shit.
Some people are that way.
And I'm like, screw you, homie. I'm out. And that happened a couple times, and I was like, and then I started thinking about it. Just because my home just burned down and I lost everything I own, my brain didn't change.
Correct.
And I didn't think about that. And I was like, and that's what made me stop what I was doing and just start taking gift cards. Because now I can give you $500 in gift cards, and you can go buy what you need.
Correct.
Instead of taking junk. In a sense, it's not junk, but instead of taking a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily want, but you're taking it because you ain't got a choice.
Correct. That's what you got to offer right now. You know, that's one reason, like, I started just letting them, instead of getting boxes of stuff from the store to give to them, I would actually tell them, why don't you come in and just pick out what you need? And I said, no. I said, you might not like the plates that I pick out for you. I said, and if you anything you don't want that I would give you, that could go to help someone else. Right.
So Shalonda just said that she would love to contact, I'm assuming she's talking about me or maybe you, on sources and fundraising ideas.
Well, she's already got me signed up on the board. So you know,
I will tell you just one little deal that I can tell you about is, one, set up a Cash App just for the situation, and don't focus on your community. Focus outside your community. People love to give, and if you make it convenient for them, it's like credit cards, okay? Credit cards are the most dangerous things in the world because you're spending money that you do not see.
Correct.
And if you're not responsible, it's like ting, ting, ting. Kind of the same with Cash App and Venmo and PayPal. You're not physically watching a $20 bill leave your hand and go away. So it's easy to go, $20. Tish.
Yes.
That was easy, gone next. So set up a Cash App and just really use people like me and Alvy and other people you know that have a large reach on social media. There you go, right there. There's the Cash App. She just posted it. So that's an easy way for people to donate. Toiletry items.
You know, and Shalana, that's one thing I was going to tell you. We need to find you some of those extreme couponers because they usually donate baskets of stuff for like anytime I need something. I mean, and they get all that stuff like incredibly cheap. So I don't even know if we needed like an extreme coupon group to fill those kind of things. Because, you know, I thought about that. But the thing is.
So that's where I got a lot of stuff. But, too, dentist offices, man. I'm telling you right now, just pick 3 dentist offices tomorrow. Go in there and tell them, hey, my name is Shalonda. This is what I'm doing. Would y'all be interested, or would you be able to donate any dental items? I will almost promise you will leave with toothbrushes and toothpaste. That's a necessity.
Yes. Yeah.
And they get that stuff by the cases.
And a lot of times they get it for free themselves.
Because how many times you go to the dentist as a first-time person, or maybe not, and leave with toothpaste and toothbrush?
I promise you, when I go to the dentist, I'm walking away with all the free stuffs and some extras.
Right. I'll tell you one to go to right now. Go to Arkansas Family Dental. Arkansas Family Dental is over, if you take the Colonel Glenn exit, coming from Interstate 30, take the Colonel Glenn exit, go back to the left like you're headed towards Lawson Road. There's I believe a Valero, or no, it may be a Valero. It's got a Burger King in it.
Yeah.
Right past the car dealership on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
You make a left right there, kind of make the little bend. Right up there on the left-hand side, back in behind there is Arkansas Family Dental. Go in there and just ask, say, you know, I'm Shalonda, this is what I'm doing. Would y'all be interested in doing so? And see what they tell you. If you get a no, I want you to message me back. I know the owner of the place personally. I will reach out to her and I will say, hey, can you please help me out here? I've got a friend in need that's got friends in need. May be able to help you. Look, maybe find a dentist to donate their services, say once a month. Sometimes that will happen. They will do free dental services.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of our local dentists, they do volunteer at the Harmony Clinic down there. It's just so hard to get in.
But y'all, what up, D-Hop? Got D-Hop coming in here soon.
What up, bro? How's it going? What's
Chat
up,
a little
Ronnie?
bit about his basketball stuff. I seen Torres come in here.
Yeah, he said, "What's up, dudes?"
Hey, I'm gonna be on the TikTok here in a little bit, y'all.
Hey, look, my cousin Tammy Mason, Tammy Pfeiffer.
Oh, T.
Yeah, it says, "I'm so proud to say I know y'all, Alvy, Shane, and Shalonda." Hey, we'll Tammy, we'll give you a discount on our autographs since you rode our bus, went to school with us, and share the same blood. I'll cut you a good deal
Right.
on the autograph picture.
Right? I'll sign it right now. Where's it at? So Regina just asked about Target, Dollar General. Here's the deal with a lot of that stuff, Regina. New show, yeah, that's coming too, Rod. Here in just a minute. So I'm actually getting to talk about things without Glover over here hitting these freaking fathead buttons. Anyway, so soapbox, bro.
I've thought about doing it, but it's been going pretty smooth right now.
Oh, it's funny as hell. So the deal with the Target, Dollar General, other places like that, a lot of these places now you have to go through corporate.
You do.
You've got to go through corporate, and
if you can, I'll tell y'all a hint about that from working at Blockbuster. If you can actually find the regional offices, they have their own set of donations outside of the corporate. So in other regions, and when you ask them, most of the time, if you ask them for gift cards, that's what they will send you. And the regional office has a set, but you got to find that local.
Because that money's coming back to them.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
So, Shalonda, also another local venue or another local business that is real good about giving back to their community. You can go to Benton and talk to them. You can look them up on the interwebs. That's a Big Red. Big Red. Matter of fact, Alvy, let me see your drink there.
Yep. I would love for Big Red to donate 2 cases of water a month to me.
Look at here. Big Red. Hashtag Big Red. Y'all check them out. They are amazing about donating water. If you can go into their establishment, if you can contact them and just tell them, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, these folks are going to need water. Water is a necessity in life.
Yes. Now, when she does that, Shalonda, remind me, and I'll actually give you I just happen to know the people at Big Red.
Right.
I'll give you the people at their corporate office that you'll actually need to speak to. But I do know, like David, the owners and stuff, they're really big about giving back to the community. They pride themselves on that.
So, Shalonda, I mean, and here's the biggest, the number one deal, and we went to the same school. We grew up kind of, in the same kind of mentality. You got to survive.
Yes.
Okay. The only way you survive is get rid of your pride.
Hey, do you hear those sirens?
Alvy's ears just perked up.
I'm through these noise canceling earphones. I'm hearing the fire trucks. I'm like,
in order to survive, you have to.
I just found out part of my job. Did you see that?
Right. Yeah. You got to turn your pride button. You got to hit your pride button and remove it when you're trying to help people, because sometimes your pride gets in the way. And I learned a long time ago, everybody that knows me and knows me well enough will tell I have no issues helping people. And part of helping people is asking for stuff
for other people.
That's the deal, is you've got to be diligent. You got to not. Here's the worst thing that's going to happen. They're going to look you in your eyes, if they're even man enough to do so, and they're going to say, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Don't let that knock you down and get discouraged, because for every 10 no's, you're going to get a yes.
And that one yes might take care of the next 20 no's.
What's up, Candace? Glad you're back. We've been chatting it up about fundraising and helping folks. But with that being said, there is a new business that just opened up in East End, right there where the hibachi truck is.
Okay, well, see, I missed that because I've been hanging out down at the New Hope Valley Shopping Center and watching their businesses open up there.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. Shalonda's taking notes. Okay, be diligent. Set aside your pride. I got it.
Hey, she's on it. Like even back. Let me tell you about Shalonda. Even when I had the thrift store, like before she even really got started in this, she was coming over. This is definitely something that God put on her heart a long time ago.
Right.
Because she'd be over asking me, questions before and I didn't even know where she was going to go with this. And so I got to watch this down there. So the new business.
So I'm going now.
To Easton.
I'm going to pull it up. That way I can.
You're welcome, Shalonda. Like I'll read some comments here now when he's looking. Landmark proud. Target has those letters displayed at the front of the store. Ball teams they help. Right. Like just like anyone else, your local Dollar Generals, their managers won't have the authority to help you. But your local Target or your local Walmart might have a budget. Definitely your regional offices in those corporations will have it. I know Blockbuster, we'd give thousands of gift cards away every year.
So the new business. And this is going to come back into a circle here.
Okay. Not around the roundabout, though, right?
No, not around. Well, I hate roundabouts. That's like some stupid little game you played on the playground. Red Rover, send your mama back over. You know, whatever. Wait, that was a different game.
Yeah,
I apologize. So this is going to be a full circle because we were just talking about giving, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to try to do this the right way. So, first off, God dog it, I hit the wrong button. Right there between the daycare, basically in the same parking lot as the hibachi truck.
Okay, I got you.
It is now called Martone. I'm gonna get the correct words because I was just gonna call it. But so Martone Service and Performance. Okay. First off, Corey is a friend of mine. He's a personal friend of mine. I used to coach his kid in baseball. I consider Corey family.
Wow.
I would trust Corey and Heather and his kids. Like I said, they're family. I would trust Corey in my house alone with my wife and children.
Would you trust him with your truck?
Yep. He's got it right now.
He's running out your truck.
He has my truck right now. He's had my truck for a couple of days now. My truck is getting new struts, which are shocks for the front end, if you weren't sure. New brakes, new rotors, new CV axles, which for four-wheel drive truck, those are the axles that run your front wheels, which are a necessity because if one of my CV axles breaks in two-wheel drive, my whole front tire comes off. How cool would that be going down interstate at 75?
I would definitely be over there with the
Alvy would be there going, hey, look, I can't see past the fire truck and his caution tape. But there's supposed to be somebody in the ditch over there.
I'd be calling you. I say, Outlaw, you better be getting me videos right now.
So had that oil pan leak. Just a handful of things that were wrong with it. And I don't trust many mechanics because a lot of them will, and I'm not going to say that. There's a trust issue there. I trust Corey. I trust him with my life. I trust him with my kids. He's a good dude.
They do all kinds. I was really going to ask you. They do all kinds of mechanic work.
He is doing all kinds of mechanic work. He specializes in, heavy equipment and stuff like that. So right now, Corey is responsible for servicing the fire trucks at East End Fire Department.
Oh, really?
He's taking care of them. So guess what?
So that one that broke down the other day on the side of the road?
He's fixing it.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Yeah. So Corey, my son is calling me, and I can't answer that. Actually, I can't answer that. Stand by 1 second. We will get back into that. Hey, buddy.
Dad,
yes, sir.
can everybody hear me?
Yeah, actually, they can.
What's up, Chase?
Okay. Guess what?
What, buddy?
I just cooked eggs for myself, and they taste just like yours, Daddy.
Is that why? Wait, no, you said you cooked them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Mom cooked them. I was like, damn, that's what we heard sirens a minute ago.
I cooked them, and they taste just like your eggs.
Dude, did you cook them on the stove?
Yeah.
Bro, high five to my boy.
That's awesome. I'm glad he's taking after you.
Oh, God, yeah. He won't starve. He's skinny because he doesn't like to eat, not because he doesn't eat.
Mom,
I love you, buddy.
love you.
Thank you. You're awesome.
The only thing my mom did is just watch me.
She's learning, buddy.
Save me the things like the butter and the eggs.
That's awesome, dude. I'm super proud of you.
We're proud of you teaching your mama how to cook eggs.
Smart move. Just giggle. All right, buddy. Daddy loves you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
That's cool.
So
Hey, you know what? That's what a dad wants to hear right there.
That's baller, dude.
You got there. Hey, look, I'm cooking my eggs taste just like yours. All right, I have accomplished something.
he did it. But you got Corey. Corey's got a couple guys over there that are doing an amazing job, but got a bunch of front end work done. Like I said, shocks, CV axles, had an oil pan leak. Excuse me. So I trust Corey with my vehicle.
So they're not just they do tires over there? Or
No tires.
Okay, so no tire because I've gotten asked and I haven't stopped over there. I don't think it's a tire place. I think it's just automotive repair.
That's it. Automotive repair, tire place. If you're going to ask about a tire place, I'm kind of partial to Arch Street Wheel and Tire down there. Hank has always taken care of me. Brett Carter. I don't know what's that code. Brett Carter has always taken care of me. I've asked him for a donation or two at a time for my ball team. He's always thrown it my way.
I can tell you one you and I both can agree on. We will never pull up in the parking lot on again.
No.
I'll say it. You don't have to. That would be McCall's on the corner of Arch and Pratt.
That dude's a blooming flipping idiot. And I don't care if you're cousins with him.
$189 for an oil change, and he didn't even put my transmission cap back on right.
No, Corey will take care of you. Here's what I told someone the other day. They said, what would you say about Corey's service? And I said, well, Corey is family, and he's going to treat you like you are too. And that's just 100%. But so Corey's got my truck over there. If you need the physical address, I'll get it to you. His phone number is 501-486-4002. 501-486-4002. If you go over and tell him you heard about it on Dad's After Dark, and I don't get nothing for this at all. I'm doing this because, y'all got to know something about me right now, and I'm going to do my best to hold this in. But when something's coming from my heart and I'm speaking, there's a really good chance that my allergies kick in and my eyes water a little bit.
Been doing that since we were kids.
Right. Like, it don't matter. I mean, I could punch you in the face, and if I felt bad about it immediately afterwards, I was going to cry and hold you and hug you and tell you I'm sorry and I love you. But Corey made a phone call today. He called me up and he was like, say, buddy, here's everything that we had to fix. Here's everything we had to put together. And I bought a few of the parts. Because he's my buddy, he allowed that to happen. I bought a few of the parts and carried them down there. And called him. We talked today, and he was like, this is everything that we fixed. This is everything that's, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. He said, I do really feel like we need to flush your engine, man, because your oil pan was absolutely bad. And I was like, I trust you, man. If you say it needs to be done, let's do it. So let's go back. CV axles, struts. He had to drop my front differential down to remove my oil pan and put a new gasket on.
So tell me, if he's getting all this noise, his eyes had more than a little little tears in them. Like, man, here's all this about his truck.
If I had to put down on paper, if I would have taken this to a standard mechanic, it would have cost me about $2,500. Easy. And don't expect the same treatment. This, just like I said,
that's how come I never tell people how much I pay for my tattoos or my food.
And I typically would never, ever, ever speak of this out loud to the general public, because when you do stuff and you tell people about situations like this, a lot of people are going to roll up in there expecting the same kind of treatment. The only reason why I'm sharing this story with y'all right now is because I want y'all to know the heart that this man has. I want y'all to know how much he cares about people in his life. Which means you're just as important as he is, because you're supporting his family. I went in there and I called him, told him, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, great. How much do I owe you? He said, all right. He said, you supplied this, and that. I said, correct. He goes, I did this, and I did that. So here's the stuff I had to purchase. And I said, okay. He said, you're in it for $275 in parts. Because that's all the parts. I supplied the other parts. I went and bought them myself.
Oh, okay.
Basically, that was rotors, brakes. The brakes were free because I had lifetime warranty on my brakes. Did even swap on those. No big deal. Had to buy new rotors because they weren't. Sometimes you got to resurface your rotors. They would have been out of spec. They would have been safe, yada, yada, yada. 2 oil changes because he flushed my engine. did a complete engine flush on my oil and all that. About $260 into it. And I was like, okay. I was like, so that's what I owe you on parts. I said, I'm about to get nervous because I'm like, God dang.
Because we know
here
the
we
labor,
go.
it's like 4 times the
So
parts.
how much do I owe you in total? He said, I just told you you owe me $260. And I said, Corey,
what?
I'm asking you my whole total, dude. And he was like, yeah, you're not paying labor on this one. Wow. I'm about to cry again, but wow. I did. I broke down a little bit, man. And I was like, I said, dude, you got kids to feed, bro. You got people working on your car that you got to take care of. He said, don't worry about that. And his words to me, and this is why I told this story, he said, you have been given to people your entire life. He says, time somebody gives back to you.
And you have.
Son, I have never, ever, 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 ever in my life ever held my hand out and said, I did something for you. I need you to do something for me, because that ain't how I roll. But I'm going to tell you right now, you want to make a grown man get in his feelings, dude. It made me feel so good about everything that, and I say I ain't done anything by myself. I've always had a lot of help. But it was just one of those, it was like, he just opened his doors on the 4th yesterday. And he just freaking give me the biggest blessing I've had in a very, very long time, you know.
Very well-deserved blessing.
And I'm like, but it's God's way of working for good people, because what am I doing right now? I'm telling everybody about Martone Services and Performance.
And you're being serious about it.
Right, 100%.
It's a real, in the what you paid for it had nothing to do with it.
Right, it's legit. And there ain't no amount of money that can take the place of the type of person that this guy is. There ain't, I could sit here and tell more stories, but your experience is going to be the payment. I mean, what you're going to get from him is what this is truly about. He took care of me because
you'd helped others.
He saw something, you know, and he felt like maybe, but again,
is that hard for you to take?
It was 100% hard.
Okay, because I asked, because you know, like right. I've told you guys, it's hard for me to even give my cash app out on my show for that, and it was yesterday. I would posted that I was dealing with depression, and I normally don't go into Edwards in the middle of the day. I went in the middle of the day, grabbed me some lunch, and everybody's saying hi. People I don't.
Thanks, Rodney.
People I don't really know and stuff, and walked down the chip and cereal aisle, and lady was standing there, and I was like, oh, this is the real healthy section. Sugar on one side, carbs on the other. Well, she turns around and walks up.
Me?
Well, she turns around and walks up her hand. She goes, oh, you're Alvy. Introduced herself. Hugged my neck. Another lady come up, introduced herself. But the lady kind of kept standing there. And she did her hand like this. And she said, here, I want you to take this for everything you do for us.
Right.
Dude, I was thinking like, $10, $20.
Right.
I knew it was money. I went to put it in my wallet.
Right.
And it was $100 bill. And I mean, you talking about tears just coming,
right.
You get what I'm saying? And she looked, she goes, no, sincerely, thank you for what you do for our community. And it's hard to do that. And I think that's how we were made, by the way.
It is, man. And it's like, it's crazy as I've been stashing a little bit of money, because I knew I was going to have to prepare for this. I had nowhere near what I needed to pay for the entire situation, because if it had been $2,500, yeah, I had the money, but I didn't have cash, but I had a little bit. I had $420 cash in my wallet that I'd been sticking to the side. And
that's an interesting amount. 400.
Right, I know. I thought about that.
$420.
That date's coming up, But
Who, me? No.
I handed him that $420, and he was like, he looked at me, he said, that's not what I told you. And I was like, I know it, Corey. I said, but here's the deal. I said, a couple things need to go down here. I said, put it all in your cash drawer. I said, or put what you spent in parts in the cash drawer and go buy your family a nice dinner. I said, or put some in your cash drawer, put some in your pocket, and go throw the mechanic a bone. I said, it's totally up to you from here. I said, but I'm this is what I'm giving you right now.
You know, my dad and other preachers along the life, they always warn me, don't take someone's blessing from them by not, you get what I'm saying? It's
right.
Like if you have to, you pay it forward. Don't take that person's blessing from them. And it's hard. And I see what it says, you guys are all great. And I love how you do for your community. The truth is, Shane and I was raised with very little to nothing. And I'm overstating what we had. But we was also raised that no matter how less we had, that there was other people that had less than us. And here I left in 93. I come back, and Shane's got the mindset that I do. Like we keep giving back to our community and keep building back up to our community. And, you know, God ended up taking care of us because we know we could survive on a lot.
Right.
You get what I mean? Come on, dude. Did you ever think we'd have the houses we have now?
Hell no.
Look, and I lived in a trailer, like a Julie McDaniel trailer,
right.
For most of my life. Yeah.
You know, these women on here talking about being taken advantage of, and I see it. I've seen it, and it pisses me off. I could go into another story that just happened recently. I was called to ask to help out with some cameras, and I go down here, and it's an elderly woman who somebody stapled wires down the side of her freaking house, put up these $20 rat hole cameras that you get at damn Sam's, charged her $500, and then want to give her another $380 to install it when all they, like, oh boy, don't get me started on that one, because I even told her, I said, do me a favor and call that man, tell him to come down here and bring the rest of your equipment. She said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to sit here and wait on him. I said, I'm going to help him get this stuff fixed. And she said, huh? And I said, if I knock his teeth out, you ain't going to say nothing. That's how mad I was. It was pissed me off. But I'll tell you this right now. I will put it on everything. Y'all go down there to Martone, right there in the same parking lot as the hibachi truck. And he's probably going to be busy, but there's a reason. And I will tell you, do you want the man that can get you in right now? Or you want the man that's going to take a few days to get you in? Because I promise you, there's a reason why that guy can get you in right now. And there's a reason why it's going to take this other dude a few days to get you in.
There's a reason you go to Jiffy Lube.
Right.
It's $39 and you're in and out the door.
Taking Mary's car down there tomorrow to get the oil changed. I will preach about this, man, like I preach about those sauces and seasonings. It's legit. It's real. And I know that I can put my name on it, and I know that I can put my reputation on it because I know he's going to take care of you. And I know, now granted, I can't tell you what he's going to charge you. He's going to charge you what it's going to take to fix it. But I can promise you that whatever that is, it's not going to be over the top. And whenever you leave there, go on and strap your babies in the car because they're going to be safe.
And at the end of the day,
right.
That's what it's important.
That's what it's about, man. You can't go down here to this knucklehead at Pratt and Arch. I'm not even going to say his name because I'm not going to give him the opportunity to get a little blessing.
Dude, I want to pull in there when I see the older people pulling in there and go, no, run for your life.
I want to pull in there with a can of gasoline. No, I ain't going to do that. Yeah, but, you know, we was talking about all that stuff, you know, and I see a lot of sessions. I was reading Tammy's comment.
Yeah, I was like sessions. That's what Tammy was saying.
It's the positive. You're correct, Tammy. The positive. But here's what I'm going to say is, and I can speak on behalf of Alvy by saying this. I just went on this little run, not for people to say thank you. Y'all are amazing. We love what you do for the community. I can tell you that is the last thing that I want to hear. I know in my heart that I'm doing the right thing in life. I may not always do it the right way, but I know I'm doing the right thing in life. I know that helping people is the right thing to do. And I do not, for any reason, I don't do it for recognition. I don't do it for attaboys. I don't do it for payment. I don't do it for any of that stuff. I do it, and whenever I put it on blast, I put it on blast because I'm hoping to pass my will down to somebody else. I'm hoping that someone will go, man, I want to be like him.
I can do that too.
Yep. I want to do what he's doing because that was super cool.
Well, you remember when I started like actually being more public about the things I was doing with the community, I was still like, I would tell you, you try to give me props out. And I'm like, bro, I'm
Right.
not really doing it
Right.
for that. But then that one time at the car wash, I got up and ran my mouth and seen how much more
Right.
me running my mouth about what I was there doing that actually helped. Because, for the longest, even when I was making my bad decisions, the town got a lot of my bad decision money.
Right.
With that.
My deal is I can't do a damn thing without you. And when I say you, I'm talking about everybody that's out there listening and watching right now. I am nobody without y'all helping.
But as a group, we can accomplish amazing things.
It is. And it's it's crazy is we talking about, Shalonda and her wanting to go help these people. And I meant to say something a minute ago is there is a crap ton of money in these two communities. There is a very large amount of wealth in these two communities, but there's 10 times more poverty.
Yes.
And that's what sucks ass is the guy across the street has a pretty fat bank account. But I'm sitting here eating freaking beanie weenies out of a can because we can't afford, or we work just hard enough to survive.
The cool thing about that, if there is a cool thing, like all the members of our community, even those that don't have very much, they always give too. They're always they're giving to the toy drives that they're going to have to go get toys from. I mean, we have some of the most giving communities, but like you telling Shalonda, like kind of go out of the community to do it because there are other people that are willing to help communities like ours.
Here's why I say that. The people in this community are driving past those houses every single day and they ain't doing shit about it.
A lot of times no one even stopped and asked.
Right. So that's just why I say go outside the community, because the people outside the community see the people in our community that are having the problems.
Yes.
Because it's not their every single day scenery.
Right. Even on the GoFundMe accounts that I will share for over here, when I stick them in outside of our, and by the way, I'll call our communities Sardis, East End, Landmark, Art, and Hensley. Once I start plugging them at some of my other groups, that's when the donations will actually go up. Because, we ask our community members for a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, we do. We're giving community.
It's about to happen again. Dad's After Dark is finna do something. I don't know what yet, but we're coming up with something.
You coming up with something?
Yeah, but Tammy says, feel like you're doing good or helping people is just what we're supposed to do. You're right, it is. And it's weird how you get signs when you're supposed to do it. This happened to me the other night. And again, I'm not tooting my own horn. I am sharing a story. But I was at the freaking grocery store in Bryant, Edwards Food Giant. Sorry,
in Bryant.
I was at
not in Easton. The one
right.
In
I was at Edwards in Bryant the other day. As a matter of fact, I was buying stuff to go to this charity event that we went to this weekend. Was at the cash register. Lady in front of me, I believe she had an EBT card. It was her daughter, and a little young kid. We probably crossed each other's paths 10 times inside the store. By the time we got to the register, she had 5 things. She had milk, eggs, cereal, bread, and I think a chocolate snack. I can't remember what it was because I wasn't being nosy, but I saw it all. She scanned her card like 5 different times. Lady came around the corner and typed in a bunch of buttons and still didn't work. the daughter was trying to figure out, and you could just see the air leave mom. She just kind of her shoulders dropped, and she kind of hung her head low, and she looked at the daughter, and the daughter hung her head low, and they just walked out. Like, they're like, I'm sorry. They apologized, and they were almost to the door, and I was like, hey!
Yeah, come back.
It sounded like we were in a library, dude. Hey! And they turned around, and I was like, hold on just a second. I said, y'all come get your food. And they looked at me, and the lady at the register looked at me. I said, put it on mine. And she was like, it was $9. No. I don't care how much that cost. Put it on mine. And they looked at me, and Mom had a little tear in her eye, and I said, nope. I said, there's going to be a day that comes that you're going to be able to do that for somebody else.
Pay it forward.
I said, remember this moment. And she said, thank you. And I said, you're very welcome.
That is one of my absolute favorite things to do, is pay for someone's stuff in line that I feel like they need the help,
right,
because they're so grateful. Now, I'm about to confess a crime on here. So when COVID broke out, us single people who were self-employed.
How we stole from the self-checkout.
No. I have, but not when I was being a good boy.
What up, Mikey G?
Oh, there's Mikey G. Hey, I like your seat, Mikey G. I'm thinking about taking it over. Just let you know.
It's gone.
Which one's the applause? Yeah. No, there you go. There's the green one. The green one. Yes. So I think I'm going to take over Mikey G's sheet. Let's see if we get an applause. That's a yes.
Yep.
There it goes. It settled it. We took a vote.
I think everybody just agreed that this is now.
This is my seat. Well, you can sit on to the side, Mikey G, when you come back.
You're right, Regina. It's crazy. I mean, I know Ivy was telling a story, and I just saw your comment. But, yeah, you're right. It's
my story was, for the first time ever, I could get
10-4, Lisa.
Get SNAP benefits.
Right?
Right. But I didn't need them, right?
What's up, Mama Nancy?
But I didn't need them. But
right.
I knew a lot of people in town was out of work. So
right.
I got my SNAP benefits.
Paid it forward.
I went down that Dollar General every month, man, and would just buy people's.
No, you didn't commit a crime. You was just a middleman for the people. That's it. Yeah. I paid for a vehicle behind me in the drive-thru. Hey, you know what's funny, Billy? I'm going to tell you a story about that real quick. This is great. So I went to Chick-fil-A, paid for a lady behind me. I get about 2 lights up from Chick-fil-A, and I hear this honking beside me, and I turn around and look over beside me. And this old girl's hanging out the window. She's waving at me, trying to get my attention. I roll the window down, and I was like, yes, ma'am. And she goes, I was that car behind you. And I was like, I didn't even realize what she was talking about. And I was like, excuse me? She was like, at Chick-fil-A, you paid for my food. She was like, you're so amazing. And I was like, oh, great, thank you. And she was like, I love you. That's when all freaking the air just left my body. I mean, imagine that. You do something nice for somebody and they want to ruin your life.
Yeah, I know that. I knew if y'all would have seen his face I did, I knew there was a punchline. I knew there was a punchline coming.
I'm sorry. We couldn't be serious the whole freaking time.
Look, hey, Regina's gave me Mikey G's spot for real. Look. Hey, the intern doesn't have that pleasure.
If I ate, you eat. Hey, Tammy, that you said that. So I'm like, all my buddies right now are so sick of hearing me talk because 90% of the time when I start a sentence, it's like, hey, I was on TikTok. I'm addicted to it, man. I freaking like not too much information, but when I go poop, my damn feet are purple before I leave there because I've been sitting there for so damn long on the TikTok. I always got 3 phones, all 3 different TikTok accounts.
I like it. Now, see, in my old life, they was used for something else. Now they all got different social media on them. It's crazy.
Dude, it was freaking hilarious. So I'm on TikTok, and Tammy's talking about if I eat, you eat, right?
Right.
That's not the mentality of a lot of people. But there's this dude on TikTok, and if anybody's on TikTok and you've seen him, you'll know what I'm talking about. But this dude's the TikTok barber. I don't know what his actual TikTok handle is, but he walks around. He's a young little white skinny dude. He's tatted up. and he gives people free haircuts.
Is he the one that goes along the beaches and the parks?
Just everywhere, yeah.
Yes.
And he's like, hey, I want to give you a free haircut. And then he talks to you, he wants to know about your life, and he tells you about his, and he's like very influential, and he spits some real knowledge, man. But he said something one day, and I felt like I was a preacher at church. He was looking for me on TikTok today. I'll be there here in a little bit. But he said, he was like, man, if I'm out with my friends, he said, why should I shine? He was like, how come I get to eat steak, but he's going to eat a cheeseburger? He said, no, if I'm out with my buddies, we're all eating steak. He goes, because what kind of friends are we if we outshine our people? He was like, we're all going to shine the same light. I'm not going to outdo you. If you can't make it, it's just a God-given, we don't talk about it. We just roll. Hey, I got you, man. I got you tonight.
Right.
Like, we don't even discuss it. We just roll with it. He's like, but why should I outshine my people? And I was like, holy crap, man. Like that, it hit me a little bit. I was like, you know what? He's right. Like, hey, man, we're going to go to lunch, man. Oh, man, I ain't going to be able to eat today, man. I'm a little strapped for cash. All right, homie, peace out.
I couldn't do that.
No, dude. I'm like, hey, man, I ain't got but $10, man. I was finna get that number 2 today, but shit, I guess we both gonna eat 4 for 4.
We'll split it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, my best friend, my roommate for so many years, Ben,
right?
In Texas. At one point, I was making baller money at Blockbuster.
Right.
So anytime we go out to eat, I was already like had him in a place he probably shouldn't have been in his budget, so I would buy the dinners,
right?
And he'd go, it bugs me. You buy all the time. I'm like, dude, my paycheck is
allows me
five
to do that.
times.
Right.
I go, I won't always be making 5 times the money you are. I said,
right.
So you can get me back. Now been down here, life changes. You go up there, his wife's got a really good job. Now when we go out to eat, he takes me out to eat.
Mikey G just said, I'm broke, outlaw. Buy me Chepe's. Hey, Mikey G, you already know. I'll take care of it. I got you once. I'll get you again.
The bald barber. Is that what?
Yeah, I think that's who it is. I'll have to go back and look. Man, dude's legit, man. He is.
He is. He's awesome, and he talks to them and he changes their life even for that moment.
And it's not a front, dude. It's not a TikTok. This is my fake person life. No, he's legit, dude. But no, Mikey G, I got him one night. I was at a customer's home, and I guess they'd had bad experiences with folks, and I just completely caught them off guard. I'm old hillbilly dude with a big old mustache coming in there and handled business, you know what I'm saying? And they're like turn Alvy's mic up a bit. They 2, 3
testing. Is that better, sir?
But they the customer give me $200 as a tip. They were like, here, you were freaking amazing. Dude was like, actually, man, you made my wife happy. He was like, I ain't been able to make her happy in 15 years.
You're like,
he was like, it's going to be a good night for me, bro.
Can you come back in a couple of weeks and do it again?
Here's $200, man. This is cheaper than a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you scored. No, he didn't really say that much.
Hey, I'm going to step out and go to the little boys' room.
All right, he's got to go tinkle. But
all that big red water.
No, dude, not Alvy. Glover and them. So Glover's wife, Corey's wife, down there at Corey at Martone Services, and Mackenzie, basically a group of ladies had talking about Alvy's mic. Sorry, I'm reading and doing, but a group of ladies went in big time and planned the most extravagant evening for my wife because she'd sacrificed so much to go to school and to get her nursing license and all that good stuff. And I'm talking about, at first I was pissed off because it was our anniversary. It's Valentine's Day. It was all the above. Copper, shut up. He said no. But it was all the above, and I'm ticked off because I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm the husband. It's our anniversary. It's Valentine's Day. Like, how am I going to do something cool for my wife? And then I stepped back and I was like, hell, I'm not mad no more. It's the coolest thing ever. I ain't got to do shit. They just did it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a nice dinner, a limousine, like all of the above. They straight up hooked her up. It was absolutely amazing, but I just completely lost it. As soon as that dog started barking again, I was fixing to yell at it, and I lost my train of thought. So I didn't know where I was going. Sorry. So anyway, they all went like ham, and there was a lot of money spent that night. It was an extremely a wonderful evening. I didn't have to do nothing. The ladies did it all. They spent a lot of money. So yeah, Squirrel, thank you very much. Tracy knew exactly what the hell just happened.
But hang on, I'm going to score you off because I got to read Regina's comment. See, Alvy, he called it your mic. It's your spot.
Your mic, your spot. Turn Alvy's mic up.
Sorry, we have definitely squirreled off. Okay.
Watching from New Orleans, first time watching your show. Outlaw and Alvy, you are great. Your show was awesome.
Well, I'm just the intern on this show.
Debbie, wait till Alvy's not here. You want to see awesome? We rip shirts off of. Never mind. No, it's
this is the calm version of the show because I'm the guest host. No.
Did you bring Debbie here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Alvy. Debbie, hey, thank you.
She's from New Orleans. She always, when we're code down here, she gets on there and goes, "Good morning, Alvy from sunny New Orleans."
Right? That's awesome. But no, where I was talking about, so the ladies went in big time. They spent a lot of money to help my wife celebrate her years and years of studying and schoolwork. So,
how many years has she been doing that?
Oh my God, they're like 6 years, dude.
Are you sure? I thought she started when I first moved here.
Oh no, it was LPN, then it was RN, and then now it's APN or whatever nurse practitioner it is. But
call it almost doctors.
So we fast forward a little bit. They did such a great thing. Well, we all typically almost every Saturday, for the most part, if we're all available, us and the Glovers, we go down there to Chepe's in Benton and chow down.
What is Chepe's?
It's a Mexican restaurant. It's amazing, but you know what makes it the most amazing Mexican restaurant in the whole wide world? They got a silhouette of a mustache all over their freaking place. It's my restaurant.
So I shared y'all's picture at Fostering the Arts, right?
Right. Sugar Mama, whoop, whoop.
And people was asking me about your mustache. I said, no, that is the real deal. Legit, I said, that's legit. That wasn't added. That's his legit mustache.
It's a hot mess right now. But so we're all at Chepe's, and you go back to the customer who threw me 2 bones, Okay. They're like, here you go. We're sitting there all eating. Everybody ordered what they wanted to, blah, blah, blah. Check come, and I snatched it up. Paid for the whole damn thing. He's got 17 kids and a wife, and I've got his pullout game's weak.
Are we talking about my older brother?
Oh, God bless. That's hilarious. But so he basically it was I received a gift, and then I passed the gift on. We all shined that night. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, Angela was like, "What was it you do?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, she wouldn't even let us pay for nothing that night that we went out, and it was not a cheap night. But so it's awesome to have friends like that. And if Glover was here, I would never talk about this because I don't want him to hear this shit.
I mean, he's enjoing it. Yeah. So anyway, so we know that.
Tracy, you asked how we got that hoodie off of him.
Wow.
I've got a little short. Go to our Dads After Dark TikTok. It's one of the recent posts in there. We basically used my 4-wheeler and a winch.
And he's not exaggerating, by the way. They literally winched the shirt off of him. I was like, yeah.
We're trying to come up with some more content. We've got folks on here wanting us to dance to some videos, and they don't pretty much understand that we are all overly Caucasian and we do not dance well.
Well, I occasionally post bad dancing videos in my supporters supporter exclusive group, and they're hilarious. Now I don't know. Usually I haven't did any this week, but I'll do normally like a Toby Mac song or something, and I'll be dancing and lip singing, and half the time the lip singing is not really matching the words. But they do actually like that stuff, and I think it's just because they like to see us acting completely silly.
Right. So I did a little dance this weekend while we was at our charity event down there at Fostering the Arts, the Sweet Arts Ball. And if y'all didn't catch it, Dads After Dark did win the most exquisite booth of all booths. There was some extremely elegant booths there, and we dominated.
Y'all's booth stood out.
It was epic. It was. We had AstroTurf with a lawnmower and a grill on it. We had a table made out of sawhorses and a homemade TV stand with a TV on it, streaming the game at a charity fundraiser.
Did y'all have AstroTurf there, or was I dreaming? Okay,
yeah,
so I did see grass.
I had some AstroTurf.
I was like, I remember grass, a lawnmower, like
with the lawnmower on it. But we there's some pictures there on the Dads After Dark page.
Tracy, I'll make sure. Like she's scared to death.
Oh, sure. We got it.
Yeah, I told her. Well, make sure to sign it.
Got you.
I got you.
I got the pen right here. We met both Miss Arkansas, or two Miss Arkansas. Again, like I said, I'm going to brag on myself. One really, really loved my barbecue. I don't think the other one. We had like 2 or 3 people that was so disappointed because they didn't eat pork. And they were like, "Hey, what is that?" I was like, "Barbecue pork." And they were like, I was like,
next time just bring their share to me.
I'm just going to bring more pork. And somebody will get 2 sandwiches. No, it was great. But we met the Miss Arkansas. There was
it sports team?
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. There's Little Rock Lightning. So didn't know about this, but Little Rock has a semi-pro basketball team. And here's the cool part, because it goes perfect with our entire night. What they do is they give Little Rock basketball players a professional basketball experience. They put you through it all. One of their big deals is they focus on giving back to the community. They spend a lot of time at youth groups, at churches, hanging out with the kids. We made a joke. Hey, you need to let Dads After Dark come sing the national anthem. They didn't even hesitate. They was like, heck yeah, y'all come on. And I was like, no, really, you don't want us to do that, but we will come play a game of horse at halftime. And they're like, hell yeah, do it. That would be awesome. And they were like, we love your energy. And I was like, no, we love your energy. Like, did we just become best friends? What the hell just happened? But they told me, a youth group that wants to come, let me know. I'll give you free tickets. What?
Where these people been in our life?
Right. So y'all go to Facebook and look up Little Rock Lightning basketball. Find their schedule. We will be posting more about it because, as you just heard, Dads After Dark will be there at halftime at the Jack Stevens Center at Euler playing horse.
And for those y'all just watching, I'd like to remind y'all that I'm the intern. I get to hear about meeting 2 Miss Americas, the semi-pro team, and playing horse in front of half the state. I get to hear about it. So hear about it.
So that's funny. How about they were dancing? Must include. Hey, so our shirt. Somebody said something about our clothing. So the theme for that event this last weekend was the Roaring 20s.
Y'all actually pulled it off. Yep.
It was immediately my brain went straight to the mob because I'm a huge mob fan. I love the mafia. I promise you, if I was alive and running smooth in the 20s, I'd have been a Don, dude. I believe that with all my heart. I'm not saying that's a joke. I would have been a gangster for real, dude. Like 100%. Like, I believe that. So, anyway, I got excited. I was like, I know. I know a few people that have probably been there with me, too. But so it was the Roaring 20s. So it was a mafia kind of get up. But we couldn't have just that. So the upper half of us was dressed as the Roaring 20s. The lower half of us was dressed as dads with our khaki cargo shorts, our tube socks, and our New Balance.
I thought y'all were dressed like golfers. which would fit a dad, like, that typical dad golfer. I thought from that era. That's really what I thought y'all was going for.
So at one point, I was on the customer side of our booth.
Okay.
Rodney was on the other side of the booth, and we had this assembly line because I was making pork butt sandwiches, sliders for everybody. And at one point, I stopped and I looked at Rodney, and I was like, damn, I want to order a drink right now. And he was like, what? I said, you look like a bartender. Like the way you're dressed right now, I was like, dude, can I get a Manhattan? Like, hook a brother up, you know?
Did he know how to make it?
He didn't have a clue. He was like, I'll give you a Mick Ultra. We didn't have none of those either, but it was cool. And it's funny because I just talked about pork butt, and we started this conversation off an hour ago about my barbecue.
We did.
And I was going to tell y'all how I made it.
Okay.
And we saw 173.2 squirrels. And here we are back. It's like a bad acid trip back in high school.
Hey, you know, I got to thinking on the way over. You get two of us with ADHD over here. Boy, all it's going to take is one of us getting it on a conversation the other one likes. And it's
My
just gonna...
bosses don't wear shorts. They would if they were dads.
Hey, they do on the golf course.
Right. We, so everybody that's cookist, like food-wise, those that love to cook or smoke food, I'm going to tell you something. I took 2 pork butts, trimmed off about a quarter to a half of the fat, cut X's in it just to kind of open it up a little bit. I took a container that would hold both. I took 2 liters of cherry Coke, and I brined those pork butts in cherry Coke for 2 days. Before I put them in the fridge, I used a turkey injector, sucked up the cherry Coke, and I injected about 25 to 30 times on each side.
So you injected the turkey with the cherry Coke?
No, the pork butt.
The pork butt.
I said turkey injector. So.
Okay, yeah.
But yes, I injected the pork butt with cherry Coke.
What gave you that idea?
I saw it somewhere. I don't know. And I was like, why not?
You know, next time you make those, you better send me a text.
And it was crazy. So I brined it for 2 days in the pork butt or in the cherry Coke. I injected it with cherry Coke, and then I smoked it for 12 hours. And then I put it in the oven for another 6. A long time. I seasoned it up.
That is a lot of work.
Yes, but it's so good. I freaking seasoned it up with
Hey, you can't appreciate it on the other side of the microphone the way he said it. It was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
It's like whisper in my ear. Our butt was a big hit. Glover, it was an amazing hit. So I seasoned it up with that Delta Ridge sauces and seasoning, their piggy powder, and we were making sliders out of it. And I'll just let y'all run where you want to run with this. But there's certain folks that do a whole hell of a lot more barbecuing than others. You know what I'm saying? So they truly know barbecue.
Yes.
One of those folks came up to me and told me, who made this? I was like, I did. And they were like, man, I've eaten a lot of barbecue in my life. He said, that was some damn good pork butt, son. And I was like, really? And he goes, dude, I caught a little sweet. I caught a little tang. And I told him what I did. And he was like, he just leaned back and he said, cherry Coke. And I said, 100%.
Cherry Coke.
And he just like froze, dude. He was like, you could see, like, I guess all the flavors and everything was going through his head. He said, can I get another one? Hell yeah, you can. He took the meat off of the bread and just ate the meat.
He just wanted to taste it. Yeah.
He just sit there and was like tasting it. And he was like, I taste the cherry Coke now that you said that. But I think, Glover, you have to, if you remember.
Have a good night, Candace.
Yeah, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you big time. I think we served 160 sliders in like an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
We went through 2 pork butts, and I'm telling you, there was nothing
You
left.
got more sandwiches out in an hour and 15 minutes than the landmark McDonald's gets out from 5 to 12.
Took lessons from Chick-fil-A, my friend. On a Saturday, we brought it. Come on down. Hello. Boy,
So for real, next time you make that, for real, send me a text. I'll drive over and at least try it.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to make it.
Because I've heard it with Dr. Pepper,
right.
but never cherry Coke.
I don't know what it is about it. I mean, it was, I know the injection it keeps it moist. It keeps a lot of stuff on the inside since you're smoking it for so long.
Michael says your butt can't be beat.
Hell
alcohol.
no. It's been beat too many damn times. You can't beat it no more. It doesn't. You got my ass whooped too many times as a kid.
Boy.
Freezing up again, and it's 10 p.m. Oh, I see that kind.
That's
Candace is cool. She, I think last week was her first time to listen to the show.
I think it was, because I shared it on the page. She's been following me for quite some time. She's pretty awesome.
She,
it's kind of it makes me smile, but I see a lot of people that follow me
right
all the time.
Well, she shot me. She shot us a message on Dad's, and she was like, "Hey, just want to let you know, it's first time listener." And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I almost feel like she said her and her husband were just sitting there just cackling away.
I think she said it was funny. She told someone else, I think it was you, Candace, that said, yeah, it's funny, but it's not what you normally expect on Alvy's show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, here's what we tell everybody, for those that are listening that's never listened before or have never heard it before, but Dad's After Dark, we try our best to keep it around PG-14. The later it gets, the worse it gets, but we don't get vulgar. We are adults, and we do cuss, and we do say some innuendos that kind of put your brain where they don't need to be. But you know what? We are adults, so we're allowed to do that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, but the two things that we do not do, Lisa from San Diego is listening.
Yep.
What is crack-a-lack?
I got to send her a shirt. She's been waiting on her shirt for 3 weeks from me.
But Dad's After Dark, we will talk about any and everything except politics and anything political.
I do have one question about the political thing. Where do you draw the line? Because, I try to respect y'all's.
Right.
I'm going to speak in God at least one time. But I never can tell what is considered political, because I guess I see, even in cases I'm working, I can also see a political.
Exactly. Because here at the end of the day, anything that's controversial, in a sense, yes, controversy, these folks out here want to hear it. They want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
But, and I'm not saying that it's negative, because there's a lot of controversy that is extremely positive, but it turns negative
quick,
because there's always going to be somebody who does not agree with what's going on. And the worst thing about social media is it has allowed people to respond without consequence or without having to receive any feedback, because I can jump on there and go, you know what? You're a complete idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Your mom only had 3 teeth. 2 of them was in her pocket, and your daddy was really your cousin. Bloop! Who you going to respond to? Because they just left the conversation. See what I'm saying? So now it's pissed you off, and it's created some negativity.
It does, and that's something I got to be very cautious of.
So,
even what I do without the controversial topics.
Keyboard warriors. I call them keyboard gangsters.
Yeah.
But here's what I do. Here's what we do is, the police matters.
Correct. See, would you consider that political? Because in a way it is, because I know where we need to.
Right. I want her, and we kind of all agree, it's extremely political. But at the same time, I back my police 100%. But I also, and we're fixing to get political here, but I'm not going to go there.
That's what I'm going to ask you.
But I also know, just like everything else, every tree has bad apples.
Right, but would police be, so when you ask political, would that be political, or would it be me saying Staley needs to go? Because that would be the political aspect.
That would be the political aspect, because regardless of the circle, it's an opinion.
Correct.
Because, and like we've said this before when we kind of get into some of this stuff, is I could have the book right here in front of me, and I could have all the facts laid out right here. The actual book that was written on said subject. And I promise you, there's going to be somebody out here that doesn't believe a damn thing that I've got in this book, and it's going to create an argument, and it's going to piss somebody off, and then we're going to lose friends, and my heart rate's going to go up, and there's going to be negativity. So all the police stuff that's going on in the world, in a sense as political because it's not good for what we represent in our show. Now, for what you do, it's freaking hell of amazing. I'm not going to sit there and tell you I'm not sitting back listening and watching, but I don't comment on it.
Right. I was just asking more for my own opinion, for like because I see the politicized of a lot of I see missing persons cases that I can go, that's political.
Now, to me, I don't know that I would consider a missing person political because there's truly only one side to that because somebody's missing.
An example, me having to fight with Little Rock Police Department to get an actual name and picture of a suspect.
Right. Well,
that they haven't got out. You get what
I'm saying? You fighting with them is political, but the person being missing is not.
Okay.
Because
here's
what I kind of think of. It's opinions versus facts in a sense.
Yes, and on my show, I can give you facts, but I can tell you my opinion strongly and let other people express theirs too. And that causes this right here. Y'all see it on my page.
Right. Well, and that's like Democrat and Republicans. There's a whole lot of facts there, but there's a shit ton of opinions.
And most of them are wrong.
Most of them are garbage. But it's going to create negativity and it's going to create problems. And we stand 100% on faggot. Oh, fatty.
No, he told me.
Who, Glover?
He told me push the fart button.
Okay, show's about fun and silliness. Y'all push the fart button. Yeah. So, but I guess the only thing that I could say that we 100% will stand upon that is probably the only political subject that we ever jump on, and there's nobody that's going to keep us from doing so, and that's supporting our military.
So that wouldn't be political to me. No. You get what I'm saying?
But it could be because there are a lot of people out there that can't stand our military that automatically go back to our government and da-da-da-da-da. So
the people that serve our country have nothing to do with the ones that we elect to ruin.
Our men and women in uniform are, again, our police, our military, our firefighters, our paramedics. I'll go as far as our nurses, our teachers.
They're dispatchers. Look, dude, I didn't realize how dispatchers play an extremely important
Think about what they go through.
I've listened to them, man.
They hear the absolute worst part of the situation.
Even if the part isn't true yet, like you get what I'm saying? Like, because they'll hear the worst case scenario at the beginning. Right. And then sometimes they think they're going out to a good call.
Right. You never know. And yeah, so, but we stand behind our servicemen and women 100%. We stay away from anything that's negative. Like Mikey G said, we're here for fun. We're here to be stupid. We want to make people laugh. The best thing that will make people laugh, the funniest thing in the world that makes people laugh
is putting the Sasquatch over Outlaw's face for half of the TV program. That was
stupid.
Funny. That was funny. That was funny. That was great TV.
There's one thing in there's one thing in the world that I don't give a crap who you are, where you're at, or what you're doing that will make you laugh every time, and that is a big old fart.
Now, do you think?
See, he just.
Do you think? You think that's only for guys, though?
No, dude. I get in the elevator, so I can make a fart sound with my mouth. That is really good. It's proven itself to be amazing. So I'm going to do it for you real quick.
Okay, here we go. Holy shit. I would turn around and look at you.
Dude, I thought I was on an episode of The Voice one day, dude. I got in the elevator and 4 people turned around when I did that, dude. And what's really funny is 3 of those people hit floor like 12, and it stopped at 3, and they got off.
There's not even smelling anything, but the psychology behind it that you might.
I got to the express line, dude, went up to get a candy bar. I was like, man, I'm going to be here for 10 minutes. I leaned over to get a candy bar. Dude,
you do that too good.
Dude was like, hey, man, I think he just farted. And then I got up and I turned around. I was like, y'all hear that? And he was like, yeah. I was like, damn, my bad. I was hoping y'all didn't hear that. Dude was like, hey, man, we got to go over here and get this dang Coke real quick. And they walk away. I'm like, bet. I just got.
Hey, those make great TikTok videos.
I got upgraded to the front of the line, my friend. Dude, I love it, dude. Like, we used to have a fart box that, like, my buddy Ricky I used to be friends with, like, we were like the best friends, inseparable, growing up and in school. We would go to Target I would put the fart box in my back pocket, and he would take the remote. You never knew when it was coming, man. Dude, I'm in the ladies section over at Target, trying to get a break.
And for all of you youngsters, like back, for all of you youngsters, back then we had like two Targets, and it was definitely like we thought we was going to Dillard's. If we got to go to Target, it was like going to Coin. It was like a big deal.
You had to dress up to go to Target. You had to go to dollar store. You just go there.
No, we could go in our Walmarts with no shoes on. You remember Target? No, you had to look good. You had to like go over after Sunday after church.
So I'm walking around and it's like, I mean, all these fart sound people are looking at me. I'm like, God dang it. Guys don't get older. Oh my God, that's funny. So I go off into the bathroom for a minute and
God gave us those sounds. We should be able to use them.
I run off into the stall because there were some kids in there and slid off into the stall, had to pee real quick. I guess the frequency was able to reach. He was outside the bathroom. He hits the button. And I was like, dang. And then I hear, that dude just farted. And then you kind of hear a little snickering and a little giggling because they're kids. And then it did it again. And then I hear one of them go, oh, my God, that stinks. I was like.
Did his buddy start smelling it?
They all left.
Oh, yeah, because you know that psychological, you smell it, I smelt it, and you're really not smelling anything.
Yeah, and then I get over, like I said, I'm over in the women's section, and I'm not going to say this but for any other reason than, and y'all will understand, it may just be elderly people in general, but there was this older black lady standing there, and she had a purse big enough to fit a German Shepherd in, right? You know those purses have everything that this woman needs to survive, right?
Yeah, at least for 3 days, if not 7.
We were done playing this game. I have the remote in my pocket. Like, we're done. We're cutting through the women's section because I'm trying to make a beeline to get out the door because management's following us around. I dropped my car keys. I was spinning them on my finger, like trying to be nonchalant and look cool and spinning the keys on my finger, and I dropped them. I leaned over to get my keys. This woman is 2 feet behind my rear, and my pocket depressed the button.
Oh, no.
And it was the most funkiest fart noise that could come out of that box.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And I was like, I kind of froze for a minute, and I was like, oh, my God. And I kind of looked like through my armpit, you know, because I was bent over. And a F5 tornado came past my head. And so all you could hear was... And I was like, what the hell? And I turned around, and she's in a backswing coming back for more. Dude, she swung that purse at me, and I promise you there was 17 bricks in that damn thing.
I was like, you lucky you didn't need stitches.
Dude, I ducked, and I turned around, and I was like, whoa. And here it come again, dude. Luckily, it was so heavy, and I was quick, and I could move faster. And I ducked down again, and I was like, oh, my God, wait, stop. And she was like, oh, hell no. You just shit on me. And I was like, ma'am, hold on. And then she swung again, and I was like, ma'am, hold on. No, you shit on me. We finna tear Target up. I hit like 5 freaking displays of clothing. I ran 10 miles and my body didn't go nowhere. I was bouncing off of everything. God dang, police is walking up. I'm trying to get the hell out. They think I done stole something. I'm like screaming. She's swinging a purse at me. Like, I think I died twice trying to get the hell out of Target.
Did you ever get to tell her it wasn't real?
No, they just straight up grabbed me up. She's over there screaming and yelling at the top of her lungs. He shit on me. Like, everybody in Target could hear it, and half the people in the parking lot could hear it. The cops got me by the arm. They weren't, like, I think one of them thought it was funny as hell, but they were trying to be serious because they had been called to a disturbance up in freaking Target.
You were the disturbance.
Yeah,
sir.
But they get me. It was like, sir, you can't be walking through Target. What's the medical term for farting? I forgot what he's...
Flatulence.
Yeah, so flatulence. You cannot be flagellating or some crap at people in Target. And I was like, sir, can I reach in my pocket and show you something? And I grabbed the little remote out of my hand, and he was like, what is that? And I pushed it, and he was like, oh, my God. And I showed him what it was, and he was like, I've only seen those on TV. He was like, that is freaking amazing. I was like, that's what happened in there, man. I accidentally electronically farted on this woman.
I can see this old lady whooping your ass.
Yeah. No, dude, she was 100. Like, there's just some folks you don't mess with.
And you messed with it.
And that was, dude, Chuck Norris did not mess with her, dude. Like, he looked at me and was like, outlaw, what are you thinking? And I was like, Chuck, I'm sorry. He was like, that's my grandma, sir. Like, she kicked my ass.
Oh, yeah.
When TC had his accident, he was in the hospital. Frank put a fart machine in his wheelchair, and he had the button. And he took him for a ride. They had a blast. Yeah, you talking about a gut buster, man.
But the fart machines always.
They're so fun.
Hey, Tracy says, my mom always said the only difference between men and boys is the price of their toys. That's right, because when we was little, we couldn't afford the toys.
So, no, Regina, I never did the fart thing at that particular Target. We started going to the mall because we learned there was a lot more exits and it was easier to get away.
The security guard's slower at the mall, too. just so
Lisa,
you know.
Lisa says she's laughing so hard her stomach hurts. That's what's up. No, for real.
Hey, Lisa, they don't do this kind of shenanigans in San Diego?
So I was extremely, I've always been very observant. So I would see employees go into these little doors at the mall, and I always wondered where they were going. Because this guy was wearing Foot Locker, and he went in, but Foot Locker's like a quarter mile the other way down the mall. So I snuck off in there one day and realized that there's all these little hallways that go everywhere.
It's beautiful. There's secret elevators. Yeah, so it's great.
You could like go up the escalator and trip and fall and pull down a whole display of stuff on accident. And when people are coming for you, just hit the hallways. There's no cameras in there either. Or there wasn't at the time.
You know, I don't know how we made it through our life with that. It wasn't until I actually managed the store in the mall that I realized how cool the corridors behind the stores were. Because we had to take an elevator up. Even though we were on the second floor, we still had to take an elevator up to get our shipment. So we'd have to bring all that stuff down.
Glover.
I don't know. Read my joke. Where's your joke, dude?
What happens when you make a bean and onion casserole?
I'm sorry, Glover. I'm in your chair today. I get to decide whether we read your joke or not.
Shots fired. Man down. Hey, aren't you driving right now?
Are you texting and driving? Because right now in the state of Arkansas, they're doing you text, you drive, you pay. Oh, by the way, tomorrow at 8 a.m., I have pre-reserved my spot. Basically, I'm cutting everybody in line because that's when the new Family Dollar Tree opens.
You know what I call that place? It's the Family Tree.
That's what it should be. Did you see my video of the inside of it? If they merchandise it the way they had the sign set up, that's exactly what it is. The Family Tree. Yeah.
It's great. Tear gas. Hold on a second. Way to ruin our good time, Glover.
Hey, Mikey G. Just save the jokes for the next time you're here, buddy. We've been having we miss you, but
tear gas.
We've been on point tonight, and you just kind of brought it down just a notch.
Just got home, going to bed, 5:30, coming early. Good. Think of a better joke next time. I can't believe we stopped everything we was doing to say that.
I mean, you seriously are just coming on and telling us you're going to bed?
Dude, we used to act a fool in the mall. Forget him.
You know, we're the reason kids can't go to the mall these days and be dropped off.
Dude. Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm fixing to tell people this. We were young and stupid. I got kicked out of Victoria's Secrets. We were just being stupid. And in the best feminine voice I could come up with, we would go in there and smell panties. And this dude's like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? And in the exact same voice, I returned to him, trying to find my baby some panties. And he was like, so why are you smelling them? And I just looked at him, and I took a big old whiff of some panties. And I never answered him. And he got so pissed off and walked away. And I was like,
He didn't ask you to leave, though, did he?
No. But then the cops did.
You know what makes that story even more funny? Like you probably see guys in Victoria's Secrets these days holding up the panties and smelling them, but generally speaking, we didn't go in there by ourselves with our buddies.
No, I go in there now to buy my cologne. Like legit 100%, I buy my cologne from Victoria's Secrets.
What kind you wear from?
It's called Very Sexy for Men. 100%, not a joke.
That's
legit.
Okay.
It's pretty baller.
But, you know, I like Bath and Body Works.
Right.
Mama gets me all that foo-foo stuff for the bathtub. I don't care.
Yeah, no, dude, I love some Very Sexy for Men. Tell us some funny childhood stories about Alvy Taylor. I hear a Ron White joke coming. I freaking love Ron White.
Y'all always want to know stories about Alvy Taylor. I was a good boy.
They call me Tater.
They call me Tater Salad.
Caught the tater. I did tell a Ron White joke the other day because I put my glasses on, and somebody was like, "Why'd you put your glasses on?" And I was like, "Well, damn instructions the other day, the dog ate them, and I was walking through the yard, and I saw that pile of shit there in the yard that had part of the instructions in them, and I can't read shit without my glasses on, so..."
I see what you did there. Look at him.
I wasn't drunk in the bar. I was drunk in public. They threw me. They threw me out of the bar.
I was drunk in the bar.
I didn't know how many they were going. I didn't know how many they were going to need to throw me out of there, but I knew how many they were going to use.
He's always been funny. He's been one of my favorites.
He said, I got arrested that night for driving down the sidewalk. He said they were profiling. I love Ron White, man. No, here's my favorite thing. And what time is it? All right. If there's anybody that is sensitive to curse words, I'm fixing to drop the F-bomb.
And I will tell a funny story about me when you're done,
right.
and it'll be a good funny one.
This will be the last one. This is a Ron White joke, but my most favorite Ron White skit of all, and it's just a man thing. I sound just like him. That's awesome.
Hey, you've been practicing.
I used to do Bernie Mac impressions. But
he's good too.
He's like, America, these motherfucking kids. It is past my bedtime. So Ron White, he says, my brother-in-law comes in here and he's bragging, I've got a Mercedes Benz with windshield wipers on the headlights. Ron says, I looked at him and says, I got a van with a mattress in the back where I fuck your sister. Oh, wait. Was we supposed to hit the...
I was like,
Alvy, you're slacking.
Sorry.
Lord, I apologize. I should not have dropped it. I warned y'all, though, it was coming. Bernie Mac said, America, these motherfucking kids, he said, they ain't got no damn home training. He said, I don't care if they 2 or 2, I karate chop that motherfucker in the throat. I love Bernie Mac. He was amazing.
But Bernie Mac was awesome.
Alvy story. Sorry, I dropped the F-bomb. Don't. Shut up, Glover.
Look, y'all was dropping them.
I thought you were going to bed.
Y'all was dropping them like crazy a while ago.
No.
I mean, not a while ago, a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so funny story, and you got to remember that we definitely lived in a different age and time, and we had Spirit Week at school every year. And I myself, I was very active into Spirit Week and like doing the things around school. And so I would participate in everything. And they had like school color day, pajama day. And then, back then, they definitely couldn't have this today. They had what was called opposite sex day.
That's just an average.
Yeah, I was like, it's an everyday thing now. So
right.
Opposite sex day. So, and I would dress up for that as well. And I believe it was my senior year. Had a good wig put on. I had full makeup. I had my fingernails. I had on a dress. I had on the boobs. I had on the skirt. And I even was having like some kind of get together in school that day. So I brought snacks. As I'm walking down the hall,
a milkshake brings something going to your
I wish that that would have been funny, but they were asking me where I was substituting at that day. Like, so it took forever for the students to realize who I actually was.
Albie's mom got a call at lunchtime. Can you tell me why Albie's not in school today?
So,
Good Lord.
So that picture does exist in black and white out there somewhere.
No, I really think so. I was pilfering through some pictures or a yearbook or something. I have to find it. And I remember seeing Scott McMillan dressed up like a woman.
Yep.
Out in Hopkins.
Yep.
And I almost think that you're in one of those too.
Have to be. I did it every year.
I've got to go find
Jason
this.
Willingham would do it.
Oh, J-Dog.
Yeah, he would do
Oh,
it.
J-Dog. I love some J-Dog.
Yeah.
I'm married. That's the opposite of sex. They said the opposite.
Hey,
of.
well, you know, not according to Charla. You know, Charla just recently got married. Apparently,
Well, no,
like,
that's when you first get married.
yeah. And I tried to tell her. I said, you know, that goes away,
Right,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
She's like, oh no, it's never gonna go away. I said, yeah, your boyfriend gonna get tired of it.
No, that's never the case. I'm chasing my woman around all day long. She's like, "Go, leave me alone, stop."
She's got to study.
Comes out of the shower wrapped in a robe. I'm like, "What are you doing? Kid's asleep." She was like, "It's cold. I don't care. That's like damn Lamborghini parked in the garage all the time." Stop it, lady.
This is reason 102. I am still single.
Yeah, we'll have to. So for those that are still here, we are doing some changes to Dads After Dark, and I was supposed to have mentioned this in it's 10:30.
10:30.
In the very, very beginning of the broadcast, but this will be the very last. Well, hold on. I cannot be.
No, let me say it.
I cannot guarantee it.
Look, because I'm here now, we're canceling this Wendy's stuff.
Yeah,
that's what it's saying. This Wednesdays is over.
As of right now, this will be the last Wednesday night broadcast of Dads After Dark. Oh, slow down. Don't get all in your feelings, people. You thought Mondays were bad? They just got worse.
So, plus you're dropping it down an hour, right?
Yep. We are going to now start Dads After Dark Monday nights at 7 o'clock p.m.
What?
We're trying something. So typically, I'm looking at our audience right now. We've kept between 10 and 18 people in here all night long.
Can I just say I'm very proud of you for that?
Paying attention to that, or that I can count?
Okay,
I can't count.
But I was like both.
I can read. There's a number there. There's a picture. I keep wondering who these two dudes are, and I'm like, oh, wait.
That's us.
I waved, and I'm like, who are these jackwagons? And then they wave, and I'm like, whoa.
I'm just waving back to the guy on the screen.
Hey, man, where's your license? It's on the bumper, dude. Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man.
So this is as of right now, this will be the very last Wednesday night episode of Dads After Dark. There seems to be a lot going on Wednesday night, Regina. But we're sitting here. We've kind of played around a little bit. Like, I'll randomly go live, and it's not just Monday, but I'll randomly go live one afternoon, at 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock, and there'll be 20 or 30 people in there. And then, Glover will be doing something maybe on a Saturday afternoon, and he'll go live, and he'll have 15, 20 people in there. And we've just noticed it. The more we do things earlier on Facebook, the more interaction we get. So we're hoping that, hey, Dave, we're hoping that by changing it to Monday at 7 p.m., we will gain some more live interaction.
I think you're going to,
Right.
because I've told you, like, before the show, I was like, Monday, like, people are like, this will be good for them. That's their
Right.
first day back at work. Plus, it works out for me because I don't like doing my news update on Thursday night. I prefer to do it on Wednesday night.
Well, you can have Wednesday nights back. So.
Yeah, and the only reason I didn't do it on Wednesday night is that we'd been on the air at the exact same time, and I screw that up often. I don't know if you guys know. Y'all will be tagging me in a post, and I'm 30 minutes into I'm 30 minutes into 8 o'clock.
Right.
Michael says, plus we're old as F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're correct, sir. But so we're going to do 7 o'clock on Monday, starting Monday. So you're not going to have to wait as long this go around to hear us again.
That's cool. And you know what? I'll do y'all solid. As your intern, I'll go ahead and post that on my page. Let people I'll even create a post.
I think we just need to get a shirt. We need to just he's got one of the new logo but older shirts. We've got a shirt now that's just got the logo on the front and nothing else, just a big logo like it's on the back.
Yeah.
So I think on the back it just needs to say intern.
Yeah, for real. Look,
like we should just do it. Like, actually, no, then that would not make it special. I was gonna say I should go to the merch store and create a. No, it could. It just could say Alvy the intern on the back.
Yeah, just Alvy the intern.
And then hashtag make good choices, and then we're representing Dads After Dark and Alvy.
I'm down.
Front side, back side, and then we could just be like, "Hey, Alvy's got our back."
I like that.
I'm pretty smart. I'm a pretty fart smeller sometimes, man.
This is how you know Shane and I grew up on the same road. One was real, one was fake. You choose.
Yeah, Tracy, I hope we don't end up in FB. I hope we don't get put in timeout. That's I'm usually the one that ends up getting it.
I had to warn your brother today because on my live feeds, people report.
That's what happens when the cops come. You warn a brother. Sorry. Oh shit!
The irony and all that. So
I'm listening. I got to turn the heat on. It's getting
he quoted a song that says "I shot someone in Reno," right? Oh, yeah. And he's quoting it in my comments, and I'm like, "Oh, Tim, you better delete that. Somebody gonna report you and get kicked off." I said, "Because I got people that report my guys' comments on there."
Yeah, we got to be careful about everything.
And it's written like, hey, I told my older brother the other day. I said, all these years, and if people from Blockbuster could definitely appreciate this, people was trying to get me to censor what I put on Facebook. Like Blockbuster actually, under the direction of Jim Keyes, the CEO, was crafting a social media policy because of me, right? No one could ever get me to censor what I put on Facebook.
Right.
Until Facebook figured out how to censor me.
That's yes, 7 p.m. is a good start time, especially if it runs late. If the intern gives the spot back, things may not start till 7:30.
Well, in all fairness, I will tell you, Mikey G, if he had it his way and didn't have things going on, there would be a typed up schedule. And if anybody went off track, he'd be over.
That is absolute garbage.
I tried for you, Mikey G. I tried, bro.
So here's the deal. We start our show. It ends at 10:30, 11 o'clock. He shows up at 11, 5 minutes till 11, right? Hey, I'm here. That's okay. That was my Mikey G impression. The daggum benefit, right? The benefit this weekend started at 6 o'clock. Me and Smokestack got there about 3.
Okay.
Mikey G's last baseball game ended at 3:30. Guess what time he got there? About 7.
I was like, before 6.
No. He get there like 7 o'clock.
It ended at 3:30. Where was he? Poland?
I don't know what he was doing.
Was it we out in Poland?
No, he's done it on Bryant. Or Benton won, yeah.
Granted,
is
it the fundraiser place there?
It's in Benton, yeah. He was 20 minutes from there. He had to go. Now, granted, we did send him. He said it ended in 4:15 in Conway. So nobody asked you for details.
Hey, you're not
Mikey
supposed
G.
to be. You already checked out and went to bed, bro. So
we
this is someone else typing.
We did send him for bread because we went through a whole lot of bread really, really fast. We were out of bread. People was like, just put some meat on the plate. It's that good. I'm like, all right. But, yeah, he wants to, like, management stuff. Show up late, leave early.
Well, now, hang on one second. Because, at one time I was a very high-ranked manager. Guess what? I was early. I was there with my team. I was there after they left. That's an effective manager. What he's trying to do is be a boss.
A manager leads by example.
Right.
It's not do as I say, not as I do kind of shit.
Absolutely.
That drives me bonkers, man.
And that's why I'm sitting in this chair today, sir. I mean, I won't be on Monday, but I'm sitting in it today.
I think his shirt needs to say Mikey G, the intern now. I almost had their back.
Hey, that could be a whole other line of shirts right there.
That's freaking hilarious. Where's my friend at? I wonder if anybody can.
It's all Rodney Lewis's fault. Is he even here to defend himself, Mikey G?
He's driving from Texas or something. But it was
Lisa says the He-Man Club stuff.
What was it? By the power of Grayskull.
I have the power.
Oh wait,
that was Thunder.
Jim Dugan.
No, that was Thunder.
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Oh,
that's it. And it was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, by the way.
Oh, dude, Hacksaw, the best cross-eyed wrestler I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, I wonder who's calling me. Should we see? Let's see. Hello?
I've been trying to reach you all day about your car's extended warranty.
On the air. What's up? Hello? Hey, you're live on the air. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, well, Penny, I'm actually live on the radio right now. No, you're on here with me right now. Right now. You called, I answered. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes.
Right. Hey,
everybody's saying hi. Hi. Penny says hi. Was you calling me on purpose? Obviously, you know.
I always said speakerphone.
I love when they do this because then they know they don't watch you.
Right. That's garbage.
Oh, she's at work. Has to make a living.
She can make phone calls though.
But you can make phone calls, right? Hey, you're on speakerphone now, by the way.
Oh, don't warn them. This is a show.
You have to work, but you can.
I just got home.
Oh, you just got home. Oh, so you're tuning in when you just got home?
That's the first thing she did when she walked in the door. She think about you.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Huh?
I called you when I walked in the door.
Right, that's what I just said.
Oh, that's what he just said.
Penny, I was like, she walked in the door and the first thing she thought about was you and called.
No, I texted Ricky and asked for your number.
Oh, well, same difference.
Same thing. You almost blew the compliment he gave you
right.
there. Yeah, like. All right. Hey, I'll call you when I get off here, unless you want to tell anybody anything. Okay. Have a good night.
She said bye, Sydney.
Bye.
By the way, tune in Days After Dark. No. Shameless plug. So I was talking a second ago for she rudely called and interrupted our show. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know who she is. I saw that. Alvy has a sweetie. I found something out in the yard, and
no.
I usually think of Alvy when I'm pooping.
Who said that?
Oh, shit.
Hey, Mikey G, let me tell you what you're going to find in this chair when you come back on Monday.
Corn. It's magical.
Whatever I eat this weekend.
So, I bet it didn't smell like that when he ate it either. Wait a minute. You can't leave that here. This is my place.
No, I'll come back on Monday.
Oh, in his truck. I'll get you the car keys.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to spare when he's out working.
You know what you do? This is the funniest thing ever. So, on a vehicle, the fresh air intake.
Penny's watching now about it.
Hi, Penn. Yeah. Dad's After Dark Radio, Facebook. Go find us.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You're already there. Sorry. Fresh air intake is on the outside of the vehicle. Where the windshield and the hood come together, there's a run of vents right there.
Yes.
That's your fresh air intake. Sardine oil in the heat of the summer is really bad.
No,
Let me tell you what's really good. Take a entire jar of baby powder and just fill it up.
Put it in
the fresh air intake.
Is it going to blow up?
The moment they turn their air on vent, poof. You look like a damn Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when you come out of there.
All of my friends are officially on warning.
Listen, my brother did that crap to me, dude. He got into my truck. I'm heading him at the country store just the other day. Damn. Almost like a farmersonly.com ad or something. I love it. You don't have to be lonely at the corner store.
You met Outlaw?
No, yeah, she met me. She was down there. I was
like,
yeah,
whoa.
She was down there, and she was like, she said,
So Michael G thinks of me when he's pooping too. Did
right.
you say that earlier?
Yeah, he did.
What is that? A Dad's After Dark thing? Y'all all think of me when you're pooping?
Mikey G just poops all the time.
Oh, okay.
She, I I was down at the corner store, was getting something at the country store down there. I think I was pumping gas. I don't remember, but she was like, "Oh my God, you're like Outlaw from Dad's After." No, she really didn't tell that. She was like, "Hey, aren't you Dad's After Dark radio dude?" I was like, "Actually, I am. Yeah." And it was cool because it was like the third time that day that it happened. It was,
Does that seem surreal to you?
it kind of does, but I just laugh. I'm like, "Hey, that's cool." It just tells me that people are listening. That I just not necessarily. It's when we're doing the show right here. Other than I see a little number up here at the top, I don't know who listens. I don't know who waits till tomorrow to watch or listen or whatever. So it's just a little recognition or enjoyment, fruits of the labor, I guess you would say. But no, yeah, she was like that, and she was like, and then she mentioned you, and I was like, oh, okay, that's really cool, And then I was like, damn, I wish I was in my truck. If I had a koozie or something, I'd have tossed her a koozie or a sticker or something. I'd have nothing with me. But yeah, no, that was super cool. It was
I'm learning to enjoy that more. I'm starting to ask them for selfies when they walk up and want to meet me. I'll say, "Can I get a picture with you?"
Yeah.
And it kind of throws them off because it's like, so it's kind of cool.
It is. It's pretty cool. I was on a job site working, and the electrician. I was talking to one electrician that I knew from years ago. We used to be on the same job sites together, and after we talked a little bit, his buddy walked by and he looked at my hat and he goes, "That's a Dad's After Dark hat," and I was like. And I didn't realize I had that particular hat on. And I was like, oh, yeah, it is. I was like, how you know about that? And he was like, dude, I follow Dad's After Dark. He was like, those dudes are freaking hilarious. And I was like, really? And he goes, where'd you get that hat? And I was like, some jackass threw it at me at some event that I was at. I said, but they're actually pretty funny. And he was like, well, I thought so. And I was like, well, I'll make sure I tell him. And he was like, wait a minute. He was like, you know they are? And I was like, well, I'm Outlaw. And he was like, no shit. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, you are a freaking idiot. We just laughed about it.
They're not acting on here, guys.
No.
They're not acting like I know. I often tell you guys that anything you see on Facebook is fake.
Yeah, it ain't fake.
No, this is.
We're not fake. That's the furthest from where we're ever at, and that's what keeps us. I think that's what keeps us going. Is we are 100% legit, like real. We don't like. The only thing that's written down on paper here is shit so I don't forget, like the PIN number for the computer.
Which he forgot.
Where did I write that down? Oh, it's on this other page. I was just sitting there like, whoa, where did I write it down?
Which you forgot.
Write down things that I need to remember for right now, like the whole crawfish fundraiser that's going on Saturday, this weekend here in East End.
Across from the Shell.
But other than that, we have zero script. Typically, other than Glover, none of us have a clue what we're going to talk about. Glover's in there taking a poop, thinking about 75 things that we're going to talk about. 100% real, farts and all, 10-4.
I'm pretty sure they farted and recorded those. Those are their actual farts that you're listening to because they can record on this and then play those back.
She said, that's why I like you guys so much. You're real people. That's it. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just trying to be funny. We're trying to make people laugh. I mean, because at the end of your day, I mean, you could have had a crappy day. I mean, you could be married to Michael and this is all you've got. There's so many negative things in your life that we can wipe out for just a few moments, before you go to bed. So that's the only downfall to doing it at 7 is because now there's an opportunity for you to experience some negative before bedtime. At least right now you can go to sleep with nothing but dads. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
It's true. We put your ass to bed.
You put me to sleep.
You could just nickname us like Ambient. He gone. Bicycle. Michael said you're welcome. I don't even know why he freaking said
for my
that.
chair. Yo, I'll take that. No, I should be telling you, you're welcome.
Here's what's funny. If you need proof that we're not just funny and cool and trying to be real and all that, Mikey G, who's part of this show, who said he was going to bed an hour ago, is still freaking listening.
And he's giving laughing emojis.
That is so funny.
I'm just saying.
Dude.
I couldn't do.
I
already know the answer for you. If we had to be remotely fake, you wouldn't be able to do this.
Nope,
could you?
couldn't do
I could. Like,
I'm not a fake person.
It is, and it gets me in trouble for what I do a lot of times because my realness comes across on some difficult things, and people don't appreciate that realness all the time.
See, I just have to put on a little filter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm nowhere near going to be fake. I've never been fake my entire life. Actually, I will take that back.
Read Tammy's comments.
Outlaws Tammy.
Going to bed with the dads.
That's going to be our OnlyFans motto.
I will not be appearing in their OnlyFans. I'll have my OnlyFans.
You filter exactly, Kimmy. I have to have a little one. MG can't miss y'all. What is MG?
Michael Glover can't miss you.
Oh yeah, probably not. But so yeah, we're gonna do OnlyFans, man. I thought about filter, yes, right? Whoop whoop. Yeah, OnlyFans would be epic. Like we could be doing the show right now in our underwear. But you would.
Hey, I could show off my tattoos at that point, right? Yeah.
Hey, let's roll. Let's get one. Hey, I did find something in the yard earlier, and I don't know who dropped it, but here, it's in my pocket.
Uh-oh. I knew it. It's the finger puppet.
I love this dude, man. He's my little buddy. He's so cool. Hey, look at me.
It's the finger puppet.
He's really cool on TikTok, man, because he can get all up in the screen and whatnot. Hey, what you doing? His name is FU.
FU. Yeah. FU.
He's pretty cool.
You actually introduced him to me personally when I was watching.
How long ago did Dads After Dark start? So I'm all tatted up. He's got one tattoo.
Well, he has the Dads After Dark tattoo, right? Yeah.
He loves it. It was funny. All right, so real quick, this is a troll. It went from PG. Yes, it did. That's what happened. Just showed rabbits, and then
it's after 10:30.
It goes from a furry rabbit to just a rabbit.
Do you remember Cinemax After Dark? This is Dads After Dark.
3 years. So we've been doing the show for 3 years. It started out as a joke, and it's still a joke. It's just lasted longer than most comedy scripts. So,
boy, that was perfect timing. We didn't. By the way, I didn't even know he was going to say that.
Not scripted. It was freaking baller. Right there. I mean, there's no way that you can tell what either person's going to say or do, but it's extremely easy to say the same things because that's just how real it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, run, rabbit, run. Yeah, especially whenever you plug that dude into a wall outlet. She gone. 3 years. He's going to pass out. We're going to have to call the fire department and get him some oxygen.
This was me last week, and I had that microphone that was up by my mouth. I went back and listened to the show. All you heard was me going, it sounded like I was on a a ventilator in
She
here.
says the best rabbit. So that's what I was talking about. She was like from PG-14 to XXX. We go from chasing rabbits to chasing rabbits. Holy shit, Duracell. No, look, you just want to go down that road for a brief moment? If y'all are on TikTok, go follow Chad Tastic. So I've got a rocket here. Ooh, that reminds me of a story. Squirrel. Chad Tastic will be doing live battles with people and rechargeable battery life. When people give him so many gifts, he will fly a rocket across the screen. He'll go rocket. It's a blue rocket.
A blue rocket.
It's a vibrator. And he will fly it across the screen, and it is unfreaking believably hilarious. Hairless.
Michael's saying, Alvy, show us your gimbal.
Oh, no, wait.
No. We're going to have to save that for your new time. I'll bring my gimbal out, make sure it's clean. Make sure I've...
Oh, my God. Dude, it's freaking hilarious. So, they do these live battles on TikTok. I sent Chad Tastic some Dads After Dark gear. Chad Tastic sent Dads After Dark some Chad Tastic gear, which I'm wearing. his hoodie right now.
What?
Be fantastic. What was the name on TikTok? Because I missed his name. Chad-tastic. He's kind of got a real colorful picture. He's a dark-haired dude, wears these weird, like, framed glasses with no lenses, beard. He's freaking hilarious. That got me right. So, so we were going to have a battle, a merch battle, and it was basically, you know, our fans see him, his fans see us kind of thing, and just kind of gain some more followers. So I thought it would be hilarious if I had a rocket. So Chase has this little toy that you take this rocket, you put it down over this little tube, and then it's got a box behind it that you stomp on, and it forces air into this and flies it way up into the sky. So it's a legit rocket.
Right.
I'm live on TikTok on my phone after a show. I've got these people come in and hanging out with me on my live. These two girls come in my live. Mary's watching the live. They're trying to speak to me, and I can't understand a damn word they're saying. And I'm like, this is ridiculous because I don't know what
different
they're
language
saying.
or
Different language,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And I'm like, and they were drinking beer. Glover, what are you doing?
He dropping cash apps.
Yeah. Presents are not required, but your presents are. So I finally get it out of them that these two girls are from Russia. Like, they are legit in Russia right now watching my live. We are duetting. We're side by side. Half the screen's them, half the screen is us, right? So there's really no language. There's a language barrier here. We're not understanding what's going on. And immediately Chad came to my mind, and I was like, hey, I'm going to make them laugh. And I went, and I flew a rocket across the screen. And immediately I see a message come across my phone and text message at the top. And it was from my wife, and it said, no. And I was like, the hell is she tripping for? And then it hit me. I'm from America. They're in Russia. And there's a big-ass war going on. And I just freaking slung a rocket across the screen and even made the... And they got off of the damn live.
They probably
I was nervous for like a week, man.
They probably thought, well...
I don't know.
Probably made them nervous by doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, because they probably thought, oh, look, one of those crazy redneck Americans with the guns. Now they're doing a rocket.
My wife was like, not a good idea. And I was like, what the hell's your problem? Like, I didn't get it. And then it was like.
Well, hold on one second. You see what Michael's down there doing? Michael says $20 on the dad's Cash App, and Alvy will take his shirt off.
I'll tell you what.
I'll take my, if y'all donate $20.
Y'all put $40 on there, and I'll take my hoodie off.
I'll show y'all all my tattoos. If y'all donate $20 to them, I can do that. Y'all ain't gonna. I mean, I haven't worked out. I need to go hit the gym.
Well, you see how my account is set up.
Kevin
Hashtag
Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Hey, have y'all figured out how to get stars? Because mine's down there too, and it says it won't let me.
Because we are not a gaming.
You changed it. I changed
tried
mine.
to.
No, it says I qualify, but it says I'm messing up the level up program.
Dads After Dark is not yet in the Facebook gaming level up program.
Okay, so I went and joined it, right? And I made 69 cents, and then they stopped playing it. Like, it shows up on my monetization never.
While they can't receive stars yet, you can support them in other ways. Here's my problem with that. And I realized this a little bit after being on TikTok for a while. TikTok kind of has the same deal. You spend your money on coins or diamonds. Outlaw has butterfly tramp stamp, $40. He'll show it. Shit.
I thought we was never going to talk about that again.
I just got thirsty again.
I imagine you did.
So on TikTok, you spend your money, you buy coins. When people are live, that's freaking hilarious. She's going to send us $20 on the 33rd of the month. That's funny right there. When people are live, you can send them gifts. That's how they win their live battles. The more gifts they receive, the more points they get.
Yeah, I spent like $10 sending y'all stuff the other day.
So I am watching some of these big timers on TikTok go in these lives. And there's universes and lions and yachts and sports cars coming across the screen. I'm like, dude, this is really cool. So I was like, I wonder how much it costs to send something, because it'd be cool if I sent somebody one of those. You know, I don't want to send somebody a line or a universe. And I was like, so I hit the little gift button, and I'm like scrolling. Oh, there's a line. A line is 9999. That's 99,999 coins. And I was like, damn, wonder how much it costs to buy 99,999 coins. So I tapped on it because I ain't got nothing on there. And it said recharge. It would have cost me right at $500 of my money to send one lion to somebody.
I think how they're doing that is, though, they're big TikTokers and they're giving it to us from their account.
Right, but you know what's happening? You send me a line, you spent $500 and you sent me a line. I get $175. Where's the rest of that money go?
What the hell?
TikTok.
Facebook gives you just about all yours as you get, because you set the limit.
TikTok is getting, I think somebody said, almost 60% of every gift sent. I was like, hey.
That's how come they can pay creators more.
Y'all want to do a battle? I'm going to post my Cash App in this here, and you can tap that screen all you freaking want to, but just send me money directly, because now you can send me $50, and guess how much I get to keep? $50. And I'll get excited too.
That's crazy.
Someone donates $100, and not only will the intern own the spot, Mikey G will pull the chair out for him for 3 months. Holy shark.
Wow.
On live for 3 months.
If someone will donate $100 to Dad's After Dark.
Look, she has absolutely nothing to gain from this other than the fact of pure humility.
Well, I have to tell you, Regina is my absolutely 100%, hands down, top fan.
She would be the Mama Cheeseman.
Yes. Yeah.
Mikey G said bet.
Yeah, see where he's down there, $100. Hey, he knows that'll get me over here. He knows I make his job easier when I'm over here.
That's funny. I'm gonna fly a rocket across the screen.
You're right.
I'll stand up here and do chicken dance.
Regina, like, she's one of those. She comments on everything, and she'll hashtag everything, and she shares everything.
Dude.
I'm talking about, she'll comment on the weather post.
Shots fired.
Anything, right? No matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. She's in a legal clinic for seniors in another county, and she's saying, thanks for the information, Ellie.
See, that's like Mama Cheeseman, dude. We were sitting here. It was 11 o'clock at night. We're almost done with our podcast. We were been sipping, a little sippy sip.
Yep.
We were having a good night. I like now we're running a little over, but who cares? We're having fun.
We're Elvie's Angels.
That's pretty awesome.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
We just made a comment. I was like, damn, dude, you know how good a Sonic Blast would be right now? And we just giggled. Oh, yeah, great. And then like 20 minutes goes by, and it actually wasn't this Sonic out here, because it would have taken you 30 minutes just for someone to answer. The door comes open on the shit shed here, and it was Mama Cheeseman with 4 Sonic Blasts. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, we were at War Memorial at a big event for the kids. We had a dad booth set up. Dude, she was out there selling merch like she was the one making money.
When I come out to y'all's event to promote y'all's event, she's up there making me feel guilty for not buying y'all's stuff and raffle tickets. Yeah. I'm like, hey, but she did. You know, that one time I was out here, I said something about bringing me one. She drove me one up here too.
Yeah, dude.
She's awesome.
She's great, people. But
you
know what?
Did you see her big success? I know she don't mind her selling.
What, the weight gain? Or the weight loss?
She finally hit that first number 1. Yep. That's so proud of her for that.
Unbelievable.
That awesome job.
It's the least I can do for all you do, Alvy. Oh, here we go with this sappy crap.
Support the community. Always make good choices. Just Alvy News rocks.
Thanks to all of Alvy's supporters for watching and participating in the show. Well, if it wasn't from them, we would have 2 people in here, and one would be my wife and the other one would be yours. So, I mean, for freaking – oh, now you say that, we just lost somebody.
Yes.
Must have been my wife. She went to bed. She's like, I'm out.
We got up to 18 at one point.
Yeah, we were rocking and rolling. The most we have ever had, and it was just a straight algorithm.
Oh, boy.
Went – Alvy was in here – typing words in foreign languages.
Because I knew y'all was going to get kicked off.
We had just over 1,500 people in this live watching us because we were broadcasting the Super Bowl. And it went from, hey, there's 100 people in here. This is really cool. And it was like, yeah. And then our live went down because some weird song played in the background, and Facebook is really good about going, hey, they're playing music. You can't be here no more. So we hit the reset button against all freaking advice. Look, man, y'all should probably just leave that shit alone. You got lucky, dude. Oh, no, I'm going to hit this button right here. In less than 45 seconds, we're at 700 people. And it was like, holy crap. Hey, y'all quit hitting that like button. Stop hitting the like button, because the more likes and the more interaction, the more attention comes your way, and Facebook is going.
And 800 is when I started panicking for you guys.
Yeah, so people are in here, and Alvy's like, no habla pico de gallo.
I'm typing it. 7 different languages. I was posting. Stop posting comments. You're going to.
He's throwing all kind of crap out there. And it's like, hey, everybody, y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. Please stop. 15, we're 1.5 something thousand. I'm going, holy, me and Glover's over here punching each other. It was like, why are we hitting each other? Because this is freaking cool. Like, we had people in Egypt.
But they were sending you gifts, wasn't they?
Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden, somebody goes, stop hitting the button and send them money. And I was like, if everybody in here sends us $1, we'll have over $1.5 thousand. You know, we'll have almost $2,000, right?
And then your views started growing up and up. And I'm sitting there begging them. I was like, guys, y'all going to get kicked off. Y'all are going to.
I think we were at almost 1,800 people. Like, I'm sitting here watching my phone going bing, bing, bing. Cash App is going nuts. And I'm like, this is the best thing. Bloop. No, because it was like everybody was starting to Cash App. Yep. It was coming. We made like $40.
See, I told you, like, because when you hit that next level,
it was over.
Yeah.
It was, and we couldn't keep up with the comments. I mean,
that was epic. So I might have more overall followers than you guys, but by far, I've never had 1,800 people on at one time watching a live stream.
It was cool, but I just really want to click a reaction, comment, and share. 2022 is the year of sharing. Hey, I appreciate you helping us out and being in here. It's like a moderator, you know. Like on TikTok, there's moderators.
Yeah.
Because you got these trolls that'll come in and say something that TikTok hammers on. Oh, wait. TikTok's like, oh, radar. Beep, 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 beep. He just said that, you know. And then like delete. So to keep people from getting bananaed.
I will tell you, like Billy, your cousin, for example.
Right.
She takes notes on everything I say. So sometimes I'm live and I'm going, I'll have to go look that up. And she go, flip, you actually said that yesterday at 2 p.m. I'm like, when she first said that, I was like, how do you know that? She goes, I wasn't lying. I take notes on everything you do.
That's hilarious. That's great. But no, I mean, so at the end of it all, man, it's we cannot be us. And again, I said this earlier, and I say we this time instead of I, because it ain't about I, but we cannot do what we do without you. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
At the end of the day, I mean, I know this, so I can speak comfortably, and it's not me tooting my horn, but I have a great reputation, and people know that I care and I love and I want to help. So it's easy for people to jump in and say, hey, you know what? Here's $20, here's $100. Whatever you're doing is a great thing. You're out there fighting a good fight. You know, we need some, like, what was that damn superhero dude that was sneaking around here for a little bit? I thought y'all two was in cahoots there for a minute. Though, what's his name?
No comment.
I already know. But so he actually was watching our show one night.
Was he?
100%. We were just sitting here, and I don't remember if it was Rodney or Glover, but somebody was like, thump. And I was like, what are you kicking me for? And he was like, look. And I'm scrolling through, and I was like, and then, of course, I'm like, hey, look, everybody is watching. I thought it was a fluke, and I was like, we need to get him on the show. And he was like, I'd love to come on your show. And then I was like, do we have to tell him where we are? Or like, do we just say, hey, we're ready? I'm here.
I think he knows where you're at.
Yeah, it probably does. They go, whoop, whoop. That's awesome. But no, it,
you know, we got quite a few of those people roaming around our neighborhood.
oh, yeah. There's some that do it legitly, and there's some that just don't know where they're at, and that's just the life they live. I'm just let them, hey, neighbor. Hey, Kevin's in his underwear again. What? No, it's on his head still. It's okay.
That's at the Landmark Dollar General.
Right. Get 1,800 again. I would love to get 1,800 again.
Dude,
And
I would love to get 500. I think
that would be epic.
I think I got 450 is the most I got.
Here's my ultimate goal right now is I think I have to go back and look. I think we're pushing the 3,000 mark, or a little over 3,000 likes and follows right now on Facebook. I actually think we're somewhere around the same thing on TikTok. I'm going to go look real quick. Hey, there's Chad right there. We're at 3,648 followers, which we're down one from earlier. Oh, because I deleted some. There's these bots that come in here, and I'm like, bicycle, you're gone. But we're at 3,648 followers on TikTok. I'm trying to hit that 10,000 mark because on TikTok, if I hit the 10,000 mark, I can start getting a little bit of dollars, you know. We can start getting paid a tiny, tiny bit.
And it is a tiny.
It's a tiny bit.
Tiny.
Right.
Tiny.
So right now, I mean, we've got $100 in our TikTok account just from going live.
Not only clicker action. Let's see. It won't be denied, brothers.
So
487 viewers. Oh, Billy says she's seen 487 viewers on one of my lives.
Right.
I'm telling you, she
Let's
track at it.
go. Probably whenever all that.
Well, I will tell you, like, TikTok has been difficult for me to even, like, I'm checking right now to see what I'm up to. I think, but you do more on your TikTok than I do on my TikTok.
So we're at 2642 on Facebook. That says likes, but 3,090 people follow us. So, not sure on the back and forth on that. But
hey, Regina, how many followers does Just Heavy News have?
But on the TikTok, like I said, 3,648 likes with over 32,000 likes. So it's weird because I've got a video that was posted on here back when we first started TikTok, and it now has 1.1 million views. And I'm going, how did we not pull any followers with that? Here's another one, 26,000 views, 4,800 views, 300, 400, 500, 300, 800.
Billy, that's like 13.2, I believe.
So anyway, I'm trying to grow. I would like more followers. I would like more.
But here's the thing, man. Like, I got 6,800 followers on TikTok, but I got very few videos that broke 1,000 views. I'm talking about very, very few videos.
It's stupid.
But you get on my Facebook Reels.
Right.
Dude, they go wild.
See, this TikTok video here, we pulled up beside a guy in a truck in Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Is that the guy you say left the keys
Hey,
in there?
buddy, I think you left your keys in your door.
I almost did one of those.
Dude, he was like, as he's reaching for his door, no, I didn't. That was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I did another one the other day that was 100% hilarious because I Larry Cable Guide everybody, and your head was going one way, and I completely sent you another direction. For everybody that's on TikTok, y'all go to Dads After Dark Radio, and hit that 1, 2, 3, 4th video that I've posted. But I'm gonna let you hear the audio on it, and then you got to go watch the video because it's. Like, to me, I don't know. There's nothing better than laughing at your own jokes. But, dude, to me, this is freaking hilarious. So I'll let y'all hear the video on it. The first voice you're going to hear is somebody on TikTok who created a video, and I think he was trying to start a little controversy.
Okay.
So I took his video, I ripped it in half, and I attached my video to the backside of his. So here you go.
There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. I say here we go.
I got 6,282 TikTok followers, 4,524 likes.
Wow. Here we go. Y'all listen to this.
I got an uncomfortable question for you. Out of all races, what would you say is your least favorite race?
My least favorite race is when you got a poop, but you don't know if you're going to get there in time.
I've got an uncomfortable question for you. Out of all the races, what is your least favorite one? My least favorite race is that one when you got to poop, but you don't know if you're going to make it.
I was like, that's mine too, because I'm thinking, or if the bathroom's open, like you're going to make it to the first open bathroom. Yeah.
Dude's caption says, uncomfortable question, don't be mad, it's just my opinion. So I just totally flipped it. You know, it's like.
But some of those are the funniest.
Right. So that was hilarious. To me, that's absolutely hilarious.
Hey, Joyce, by the way, like some of y'all's comments on there, Facebook will, if you
shut
do
that down.
if you like we do contests, they will slow your reach. That violates their terms of service.
Oh, yeah.
Like even if we use the word share too much in a post, they're going to slow down the reach.
Every time I share something, hey, boost this post for $5 and we'll let another 122 people see. No, I'm sorry. I've got almost 3,000 friends on here that like my page. Why don't you let them see it?
But what gets me is our local businesses are doing that. I want to go say, hey, I can get you 1,000 impressions for $50 instead of the 500 you're paying Facebook.
Yeah, right. So she says do a giveaway and have people like and comment. We've tried that. And we've actually had people come in here and say, I liked your page. I did it, yada, yada, yada. And, like, I will definitely, the Delta Ridge sauces and seasoning thing a few weeks ago. Oh, snap. I thought I just shut us down. Woo, that was scary. The Delta Ridge sauces and seasoning. I said, for every person that comes in here and comments, done, we will add you to a list here, and somebody's going to win a 4-pack of Delta Ridge sauces and seasoning. You got to go to Delta Ridge's page and like their page, and you got to like and follow Dads After Dark. I looked at his numbers. I looked at my numbers. I had to find a piece of paper. There was 12 to 15 people that participated. So there should have been 12 to 15 number jumps on his for sure. Mine not so much because some of these folks were probably already here. After we wrote everything down, I went to his and looked. There was 4 extra likes on his. And I was like, you lying sack of...
There's really no way to police the share like and get in the contest. And it is against Facebook community standards. And if they slow the reach on your post.
That would be pretty awesome right there. I was in a dunk tank.
How many years ago was that? Like 3?
That was just a couple years ago.
3.
Down here at the
it's pre-COVID, so it'd be 3.
The I Can fundraiser over here at the crossings at Angel Court. I got asked to be in a dunk tank because nobody likes me and they would love to throw balls and knock me into the water.
I bet I could raise more money than you on that dunk tank these days.
I actually raise more money than anybody.
I think I could take you.
Because I talked more shit than anybody up there. I told this one kid, I was like, you throw like a girl. She goes, it's because I am. Oh, my bad. I thought it was a little dude, man, for real. I really thought it was a boy, and it was not. It was a girl. Well, I was like, yeah. So it was cool. I didn't offend nobody.
Hey, it's 2022. Like Stormy tells me Stormy tells me all the time. Who am I to decide what they're being called today?
That was one of those. I reached over and I hit the button and knocked myself in the water. I got to get in here and cool off for a minute. So yeah.
The truth. If y'all want to know the truth, if Shane and I ever got into a fundraising competition for somebody, whatever we fundraise for, it would be off the chain.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that. I got challenged recently, and some of y'all seen it. I actually I got pissed off about it. My brother just unannounced, didn't tell nobody.
I was wondering if this was coming up.
I had no idea this was even part of life that day.
Bacon.
Mary says, you been on Facebook? I was like, no, I've been working my ass off today. Hadn't been on Facebook. Why? You should probably get on Facebook. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I get on there, and there's like 75 notifications. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on?
We all participated.
And there's my brother's ugly mug saying, you know how my brother loves his mustache? Well, I've got a challenge. And I'm going, asshole. That's my first thought. I don't even know what his challenge is. But he's an immediate asshole because he's talking about my mustache, and he's my brother. So we're going to do a fundraiser. And whoever raised the least amount of money is going to shave off their mustache. Okay, now let's pause for just a brief moment. I want everybody right now to go look at my brother's Facebook page, and you tell me where the hell his mustache is at. Because I couldn't find it. So how is that fair to have a mustache shaving as you're going to get your ass kicked, so you're going to shave your mustache? How is that fair whenever I've got a mustache that's a legit mustache, and he's got a little hair on his lip?
But to me, the funny thing is when I talked to you about it, you was like, doesn't he know, like, I got a show and stuff now?
Right.
Like, it was definitely the old little brother, big brother rivalry going.
Right, this is my image. Like, there's two things that make me outlaw. That's my mustache and moonshine.
The truth is, like, I thought it was so funny that A, he challenged you, and B, like, you got so upset about it.
Right.
But I'm putting myself in your shoes and going, yeah, some crap Shane would have did to my ass
100%.
right there. Blast me on Facebook right there, try to force me to respond.
So it was like, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I really ain't worried about it. Like, at the end of the day, me and my brother could raise a very large amount of money for somebody. No doubt. 100% without a doubt in my mind, it would be a pretty epic fundraiser. If it was less than 20,000, I'd be surprised.
If y'all let it go on for
Right, if we just rolled with it. Mm-hmm. So, but then I started thinking, we both know a lot of the same people. And since my mustache is really a mustache and his is not, a lot of my friends and a lot of other people would think it would be absolutely hilarious for me to shave my mustache. Right.
I would have voted.
So then here comes the snipers. It's 10 minutes till game time, and all of a sudden, my brother's freaking bank account over there's going ding, 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 ding. I was up by $2,000. Now all of a sudden, I'm down by $12,000, and everybody's over there laughing. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And they wouldn't do it out of hatred.
No,
it would be out of pure freaking fun.
I'd be there with my video camera.
Piss on y'all. There ain't nothing fun about shaving my mustache off.
Hey, look. He's actually, like, he was upset the day I talked to him about it. You're being funny about it today, but I thought he was going to come to the phone and, like, whoop my ass just for suggesting I thought it might be a good idea.
But here's what's crazy is there was a very small handful of people that actually came at me with attitude because I shut it down.
Really? I
was like, I'm not doing this. And they're like, oh, that's bull. I can't believe you would back away from this. Do you know how much money y'all could raise for somebody? I'm very aware of how much money. How about you go shave your face? Right. Or go shave your dog or something. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy things we could do to raise money. Doesn't mean
why should I have to alter my image to do so? Which, you know, that's a very us kind of challenging joke or whatever. But like I said, at the end of the day, there was a small handful of people that got literally, I got messages, and I'm going, you're really like poking at me right now?
So when you get about 5,000 more followers, I just want to warn you. You just got to learn to let that shit roll off.
Oh, no, 100%.
They get downright brutal, hateful in your DMs.
Regina says she was. Yeah, I remember because dude, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, Regina, you on my side. We just Alvy News would have voted to get the mustache shaved off just for the fun. Yeah,
and I know that. That's what's messed up is I knew in the very
and his brother knew that too.
Right,
his brother knew.
In the very immediate, I was like, you know what? I know for a fact I'm going to lose this battle but only because people want to, like, everybody, like, people talk about it. They're like, oh, your mustache is cool, blah, blah, blah. But it'd be a whole hell of a lot cooler to watch me shave it off because they know it'd make me cry. You know,
Well, I wouldn't want it to make you cry,
It wouldn't make
but
me cry.
I mean, it would be good.
it would suck.
It would be good for TV, and I would assume you would grow it back.
It would probably grow back, but I mean, I'm like, it's hilarious. Like, and I know that there was a few people poking at me that meant nothing. That they were just poking at me.
Right.
But I'm serious. There was a couple of few people that were seriously.
Well, you know, after you called me, I didn't even go back and look at the comments
Right.
because I'm like, well, you're not finding it as funny as the rest of us, so.
Right. Well. So I mean, I had to ask. I'm not gonna lie, Regina. I saw your comment. And I was like, "What the hell is this about? Like, who is this
Oh,
person?"
that's why we talked. You
Yeah.
called me about Regina.
So I shot Alvy a message, and I was like, "Say, bro, who's this Regina Reg person?"
Okay, now I remember.
And he
that.
was like, "Dude, that's my number one follower. Why?" And I was like, I was just reading all these comments, man, and I'm catching some shit from folks. And I said, "Who is it?" And he was like, "Oh, no." He was like, "Dude, they're poking at you 100%." Like, and I was like, "Okay, cool. Check mark. That one's out of the way. Moving to the next one."
I totally Regina. It was. That's why you actually called
Right.
me about Regina.
Yeah, but once I found out, hey, that was they're joking, they're playing, and I was like, okay, next, get to the next person. Hey, man, what's up? Why are you doing this? Oh, man, I'm just jacking with you. All right, cool, bet. Next person. Oh, well, I think it's bullshit, man. You just worried about your mustache. That's all you
You're
do.
welching out on a bet. Welching out on a
I'm
bet.
like, you're mad at me right now, really? So, yeah, had to. That's one of those real recognizes real kind of things, and no, I had to go through my list. I was like making notes. I'm like, these folks are really getting mad at me, but I did learn. Me and my brother went at each other our whole lives, and it's always been in good fun. It's as kids, it was screw you, you're my little brother, and I'm going to beat you down because
I've seen them like getting real fights. just so we're
Right.
clear on that. Like I didn't want y'all to think they were the only two siblings exempt from truly fighting each other.
oh no, we grew up in the era out here in the hood that there was the Taylors. And this is not. I'm not going. So there may be some beef between some and others here. So I'm not saying these names because I'm going, hey, everybody's cool and we love. I'm just saying these names in general. If I was just a kid sitting back in high school or junior high, and they were like, hey, man, if you could name a handful of people that you wouldn't mess with, who would that be? And you're going to hear the Davidsons, the Cashes, the Taylors, and the Preator boys. It was always
The same
and there's I'm sure there's a couple that I'm missing that you'll say, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that too. But like
You nailed the four. Like
people just did. Like I remember, I was at a party with a whole group, an entire family, like the entire family were.
Now look. No, first of all, he knows better. Our entire family could not show up anywhere. But it would
No,
take up.
It wasn't y'all's family.
Okay, I was like, what? I was like, if you're talking about,
It was one of the families that I had mentioned.
Okay,
we
I
were
gotcha.
all kicking it. It was 4th of July. I don't remember. We was in a field.
Oh, I can guess which one. Then go ahead.
We were throwing down. We're having a great time. Like we're cool. Everything's great. All of a sudden, I heard, "This is bullshit," and I was like, "Oh, what just happened?" Homie grabs a fork off of his plate and buries it into the thigh of his brother sitting beside him, and I was like, damn, he must have stole his freaking sauerkraut or something off the weenie or whatever. I don't like. And then the table gets flipped over, and my table's beside him. I'm like, shit, this is good barbecue. I picked my food up and just walked silently to the furthest point from the action. And next thing you know, there were fists flying. There were tables getting flipped. I'm thinking of all the food that's getting wasted right now, I'm like, damn, I just like casually, hey, where you going, dude? Oh, man, I'm going to go to the car and hang out for a minute. That was my exit. I'm getting the freaking hell out of here because these folks are getting down.
Well, you know what's funny about that? You named 3 families. They're all 3 related to me, except you guys.
Right? I mean, dude, it just, but that, what's funny is people that are natured like that, right? They don't exist anymore unless those people are still alive.
Right.
Because now you can't knuckle up with nobody.
They pull those.
They want to pull a pew pew out and make noise, you know? And I didn't realize that until it made me completely understand my upbringing and how people think today. A few years back, I was on a job site. House is being built. Mexicans are up on the roof hammering down on some shingles. I'm inside drilling holes, running wire. And I hear all this chaos, this yelling, and there's a bunch of Mexicans. And I was like, damn, they're pissed off about something, you know? So me being me, I got to go see what the hell's going on. So I ease on outside. There's a couple black dudes done pulled up in a truck, and they were unhooking all the they done knocked the ladders down.
Oh, yeah, my dad.
So they're stranded up on the rooftop, and they're stealing all their air pumps and nail guns that are down there on the ground. And I'm like, this is freaking hilarious. And then I was like, wait a minute. This actually sucks because they're screwing their living right now. And so I ease on out in the yard, and I was like, guys, man, why don't y'all take that shit down the road? And dude said, you better take your honky ass inside. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I was like, we don't want no problems here, man, but y'all go somewhere else and do this. You know, just not here, not with me. This ain't going to happen on my clock. Homeboy reaches down and picks up about a 6-foot-long 2x4. And he starts towards me. And he's about 20 or 30 feet away from me at this time. And I started laughing, and I put one hand up. And I was like, wait, stop. Hold on, man, hold on. He was like, you changed your mind? And I was like, no, hold on just a second. My coworker's about 5 feet from me. I lift my shirt up off of my right-hand side, and I pulled my pistol off my hip. And he was like, whoa. And I was like, no, brother, chill, man, chill. And I handed the pistol to my buddy. And I said, now let's go. Dude dropped that 2x4 and got in the truck and rolled out.
Time to take off.
Yeah. And another guy standing over there, and he was like, he didn't know anybody. He was just standing there. And after it was all said and done, we were all conversating about what happened. And he goes, man, when you reached down and pulled your gun off your hip, he was like, I thought, man, this dude's freaking nuts. He said, but then you handed it to your coworker and was like, let's go. He was like, I would have left too. He was like, that dude had a 2x4.
But we weren't raised to go.
No, we were raised to get
we
down.
were raised to go, but not like that. You know, to be honest, Shane, that's one of the most challenging things I have to deal with now is I am not used to people smarting off to me in public and getting away with it and thinking they're some badass.
You got to let it go now.
I don't have a choice. Like sometimes, I mean, there was a little young punk down there, and he was a young punk. I mean, down at Big Red. And I was trying to be nice about it, but he wouldn't. And I just looked at him. I said, look, dude.
I remember that.
Yeah. And I told you, Edith Ann stepped back to the back. It was like, because Edith thought I was going to jump on him too. And I'm like, but it's getting easier because because it goes like this. I look at him and go, dude, I'm 47, and unless you have a gun, I can still whoop your ass. Right. I mean, that's what I'm telling my mind.
Well, my wife's constantly jerking on my shirt tail. You're going to get shot, dude. Keep your mouth shut. Leave it alone. It's not affecting you. And I'm like, actually, it is. I can't no. They're not doing anything to you.
But they are.
Roll on. And I'm like, yeah. It hurts to do that. But 100%, without a doubt, she's right. You know what I'm saying?
I can't argue. I mean,
no,
look what I do for a living. Right. I mean, how many times are I reporting another shooting?
Right, big old farts.
He used to fart with smelly green haze ones. Those days are gone.
Here, I'll tell you a fart story since that got brought up again. Because fart stories are always the funniest.
Guys will always go for a fart story.
This is probably hands down my best fart story ever. I'm gonna drop the mic after this one because it's what time is it? It's 11 o'clock probably.
It's 11:30.
Oh shit! Yeah, damn. We gotta go. So last one, and we're gonna shut it down. Sitting in computer class. Yeah, I think we were in 9th grade. If there's anybody here that went to school with me or went to school at Mills at the same time I was, there was a girl named Tina Fowler.
Yep.
She was a big old girl.
She was.
She was sitting right beside me, and I was an inconsiderate jerk because I was young and stupid. But here's my thought process. I got to fart really, really bad. My stomach was rumbling. It was worse than jumping jack farts in PE, man. Just, it's coming. How am I going to? My first thought is, you know what? I'm going to do it and blame it on her. And then my heart kicked in and was like, bro, you can't do that. There's the devil and the angel, you know?
Right.
And the angel's on my left shoulder going, bro, you can't do it that way. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? The angel says, I got one. You got a big old thick history book right there on the desk. Slam that dude on the floor. And right before it hits the floor, let it go. And I was like, man, that's the best idea ever. So I'm going to time this perfectly. Right before it hits the floor, I'm going to fart. And then it's going to be like, pow! And then everyone's only going to hear the book.
Perfect plan.
And I'm probably going to get in trouble for slamming the book on the ground.
But they didn't hear the fart.
I'm
We're
okay with that. Yes. It's okay because you can't fart in school, man. It's embarrassing. So here we go. Wham! Nothing. Every freaking person in the classroom is now looking at me. And then you hear,
ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Karma. Karma.
the teacher goes, Mr. Preator. And I stood up and I said, I bet can't nobody top that one. And turned around, walked out of the damn classroom.
Who's the teacher?
The English teacher, no, English. Was it English? Yes, it was English.
When did we have computers in the English lab?
No. Sorry, I'm thinking my English teacher because I used to shoot paper clips at her.
Miss Hutchinson?
It may have been. It was, oh my God.
She didn't teach us typing. She teaches the data processing.
It might have been, what, 9th grade?
Well, 9th grade would have been at Fuller. Did we even have one then? I mean.
It was the only computer class I ever took.
It had to be at Mills then.
It had to have been.
Right.
I cannot remember who the teacher was, but I'm going to tell you right now, I owned the shit out of that. I was like, everybody talked about me for a freaking week. Y'all should have saw Shane, man. He biggest fart in the whole. He wanted everyone to know he did that.
Slammed his book down to draw attention.
I was walking around like, yeah, I sure did. In my brain, I was like, no, I didn't want
I was trying to blame it on Tina, but my heart got the best of me.
That's like when you in the daggum jumping jacks in the PE, man. You always get the cute girl standing behind you in jumping jacks.
Dude, my fart story was in Mr. Mobley's history,
Mr. Mobley.
His history class, right? And I wasn't even trying to, right? But I sneezed and fart at the same time. And, you know, he's the type of guy, he catch you do something, he's going to call you out. He goes, oh, Alvy, was you trying to cover the fart with the sneeze? I'm like, no, I didn't know I was going to fart. And, you know, everybody's laughing.
All right, Regina, since you brought that up, y'all got to quit bringing shit up because I'm going to keep telling stories because I keep remembering them. She said that Big Brothers, and they would turn their lighters on and basically burn a fart, huge flame. Me and Mary hadn't been dating really long. We're in our first little apartment together. Still trying to learn each other. We're sitting down on the couch watching a movie. I smoked cigarettes at times, so I had a lighter with me. I jump up in the middle of the movie and turn the TV off and the lights off. She's like, what are you doing? Right now, your eyes ain't adjusted. She can't see shit. Next thing you know, I'm on my back. My legs are in the air. I have a lighter lit at my butthole, and I freaking, dude, it looked like somebody turned the lights on, dude. I lit the biggest fart in the world, and all I could do was look at her and say, call your mom and tell her about that one. Oh, she married me, dude. She married me.
So I've been going around this picking up, looking for a wife thing all wrong, dude. Apparently,
yeah,
like
don't tiptoe through the tulips, man. Run those bitches down, man. Send it, my friend. Send it.
Oh, you been a hoot.
Yeah, man, that was great. Hey, everybody's in here. That's exactly how you do it. That's love right there. If you ain't following Dads After Dark, do it. If you ain't following Just Alvy News,
you already
are. Yeah, that's only got 9 people in here. They're really watching you, and now they realize that I'm kind of funny, so they're like, hey, we'll still watch out.
Well, no. You know what's crazy? Like, I never dreamed
No.
that like it would happen like it did when I first started doing this. I was like, in other words, at some point a year, I was like, well, dude, if I get 10,000 followers, I said, I think I can go out and shoot commercials for the local businesses and have Facebook pay for it.
Right.
Because that was always my goal. And I was like, we sat around and made jokes. Do we even know 10,000 people? You remember sitting right here and doing it.
Well, apparently we did, but that's freaking crazy.
It's insane. I know. For real, all y'all that come over from the page, I really appreciate y'all coming over and hanging out because this is very much a part of my life too, and it gives me a break from negative. Like, dude,
thanks, Lisa.
all I've dealt with dead bodies and missing people
man.
all week. You get what I'm saying?
Tracy blew a bunch of farts. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, Lisa, I appreciate you tuning in. Tracy, Regina, everybody that's been here.
Hey, Lisa, was tonight your first time?
Billy, I think it was. She said it was earlier. I think she said it was. Stress relief, most definitely. See, that's what it's about. Just a little bit of joy, a whole lot of laughter. And I bet some of these laughs actually pooted. Somebody had to poot laughing.
I guarantee you. I would bet at least Billy pooted one time.
$100 donation is still on.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's do it. Maybe it'll come Monday. We got remember, tune in Monday, 7 o'clock. We will be here. We will be acting stupid. Mikey G might be here. Really, nobody cares. Smokestack will be here. Y'all truly missed a good one there. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Dad's After Dark, Just Alvy News. He's going to tell you to make good choices, and we're just going to tell you to laugh. So
yeah. All right, guys. Y'all know what I'm going to tell y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you leave a comment and hit that like button. Give us a share or a care. The year 2022 is the year of sharing. This is Alvy the intern reminding you to always make good choices. Peace out, guys.
bicycle.
Yeah. That's after dark. You already know. Moms in the morning suck.
Dad's after dark. Grilling in the park. Making back ribs on the grill. Me and my wife, Netflix and chill. Sweet tea, roller cooler, lawnmowers. Blah, blah, blah. Mom's in the morning. They talking, it's kinda boring. Bourbon, Velcro, New Balances. Tatted on my nose. Mickey G, funny packs, that's on me. Blue jean shorts. Yeah, that kinda short. Dad's after dark. Dad's after dark. Dad's after dark.